Hey, 45, fuck all that shit. Let's get straight to it. I'm a drill ass nigga, use a motherfucking fleet. In the hood, on the block, niggas know who I be. I got juice, I got hoes, I got dope. You know me, I'm a real ass nigga, use a motherfucking fleet. I'm a drill ass nigga, use a motherfucking fleet. Can't no fuck nigga take mine. If it ain't a shack, it's a hawk on my waistline. I don't fuck with the rap beef, so don't get fucked up by the baseline. And Ranshaw don't cuff hoes, I don't give a fuck what you heard through the grapevine. I'm a petty ass boy, we is not gonna fuck if you don't give a nigga FaceTime. You a stand ass nigga, you a fan ass nigga, no way you could be me. No way you can see me, Fetty Rock, Ray Charles, Slick Rick, Stevie. Can't fuck with a bum chick, my hoes treat me and feed me. Bro, yeah, got an AK, all black 50 inch like a TV. Little nigga, get your cash right, get some clientele, get your track right, get your money fast, do the math right, organize your safe, have your stash right. Keep the heat tucked if they don't act right, turn a sunny day into a damp night. Main man just caught a wiggy, I was just talking to him last night. In the hood, on the block, niggas know who I be. I got juice, I got a host, I got a dope, you know me. I'm a real ass nigga, use a motherfucking fleet. I'm a drill ass nigga, use a motherfucking fleet. In the hood, on the block, niggas know who I be. I got juice, I got hoes, I got dope, you know me. I'm a real ass nigga, use a motherfucking fleet. I'm a drill ass nigga, use a motherfucking fleet.
Referee when I come around, all black when I tote the whistle. Referee when I come around, all black when I tote the whistle. All black when I tote the whistle. All black when I tote the whistle. All black when I tote the whistle.
I remember nights when I was scrambling, bagging up in houses that's abandoned. I remember when a nigga jammed me. I done lost connection with my family. Wonder why I keep on taking Xannies. Niggas broken, I don't understand it. She gave me throat because I'm fucking handsome. After that, I never fucking answered. I don't got no rollies that be dancing. Got gorillas and they fucking spazzing. Out in Austin, I just fucking landed. Shout out Diamond Cousin DJ Damage. My nigga Leak got like 20 years. 20 years until he see his family. In the squad, I was in the backseat. I can't let these niggas fucking pass me. Running shit just like a fucking athlete. I'ma move my grandma to the county. Been a minute since I seen her happy. For a minute I've been fucking snapping. We had crack all in the fucking mattress. Getting paper, you can't fucking match this. Wait, I'm just too fucking reckless. Wait, put your bitch right on 7. Wait, I'm just too fucking busy. Try to fit you in my fucking schedule. Wait, we don't roll cigarettes. Wait, I'm just applying pressure. NGB, I'm with this shit forever. Had to fall back, got my shit together. Supervisor open trade school. He gon' tell you about that back room. When Ring was here, he gave me so much. Wish that I could give it back to him. How you shit, I'm trying to act normal. Niggas put me on the back burner.
Hey, yo, welcome back to The Connection, where we connect the dots between hip-hop and mental health. I'm Shu. Hendo's out today, unfortunately, but we got a very special guest in the building.
It's your boy, Jody Mims, back again.
Back again.
This y'all host.
Three-peat. We might, you know what? He's a very consistent. We might as well say he's definitely family now. He's a host.
Real shit.
He's part of the team. So
I am going to enjoy today's show.
yeah, you know what? We got a lot of great topics. So for everybody listening out there, definitely get ready to have some fun today.
First off, shout out to Hendo. I know you'll be listening later, but we ain't going to steer you wrong today.
You want to shout him out?
Who, Hendo?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you had to work, but the connection, like I said on the book, we don't lose strength when someone falls down for it, man. You got to handle business.
That's
but
right.
The connection wouldn't be strong. We on the front lines for you.
Hendo's here in spirit. I wonder if he sent dicks in today.
I don't know.
But you think he sent dicks on a special mission?
I don't know. With the topics, we'll find out.
But so we're gonna jump right into our first topic today, guys. For Change My Mind, we're gonna talk about and I want everybody, before I bring up the topic, I know people would want to get involved with this one, especially. So, for anybody that does, please feel free to message me, text me, call me. You can call into the show if you like, if you have my number, and let's talk. I want to know how other people feel, because it's basically just my opinion and his opinion in the room, and I want to open up the discussion to everybody. So for Change My Mind today, we're going to talk about, is there a valid reason to cheat, and is it harder, and that's in general, is there a valid reason to cheat in general, and is it harder to stay faithful when you're a successful rapper? Because we all know the stigma that is attached to being a rapper. We all know what comes along with that. We all and I don't know if it's I wouldn't say it's a misconception, because it's a very consistent thing that goes on in the game, but not everybody is that.
No.
Not everybody fits. Not every successful rapper fits that description. So I want to talk about that.
Well, first,
how do you feel about it?
There's never, in my book, a valid reason to cheat. If you feel like the grass is greener on the other side, don't string the other person along to get your cake and ice cream too. It don't work. So no, there's no valid reason to cheat. You make it a commitment. You either stick with it or you don't. You know what I mean? And then being a successful rapper or any type of musician or celebrity in the field, is it hard to stay faithful? My answer would be no, because like I said, if you're committed, you're committed. But the temptation, being celebrity, being fame, being out there, being seen, all your hopes, desires, you know what I mean, in your face 24/7 on the road, you know what I mean, for what was like decades.
You have more shots to take.
Right.
You have more shots to take. That's for damn sure.
Hell, Ray Charles, that was a blind man that nigga was getting ass. He was out there. His wife knew about it.
Here's my thing.
So it's like, it's not cool, but
first off, I want to touch on the cheating thing outside of hip hop, and then we'll dive into that a little deeper. Right. All right, so I want to talk about this first, because this is just a big thing in general. Do I think there's a valid reason to cheat? So Shu votes no. I don't think there's a valid reason to cheat. I don't think anything justifies why you should cheat, but I can understand why people do cheat. I understand why they do, but that doesn't make it right. You know what I mean? Two wrongs don't make a right. Typically for, how they say in relationships, for a female will cheat because they're not in love with their spouse or their husband anymore, right, or their boyfriend, right? They will cheat because they're not getting the attention that they feel that they deserve. Women need attention.
All the time. Women
need attention all the fucking time. All the time. And that's men, anybody listening in, you guys need to understand, take it from me, take it from anybody that's been in a relationship. You have to give your woman attention. And some of us have to learn the hard way, because some of us have been cheated on, or our women, leave us because of this. And, it's part of life. It's a learning experience. Men are different. We're different animals. By nature, we like our, just like women like their alone time and their space as well. But men typically really enjoy their space, because women are very emotional characters. They're lovey-dovey, and sometimes men need just a mental break from that.
Well, men are lovey-dovey too.
They are, but women are more so. And the thing is, for you're very, like a manly man, like they want their space from that. They don't always want to be all up in that. You know what I mean? And
fiance, like,
a man can cheat and still love the hell out of his wife, girlfriend, or his spouse.
Let's delve into that. The fact, and it's a proven fact, they did a study on it within the last 2 years. The reason why men cheat isn't because they're not in love. It's because they're fucking a hotter girl.
They're not getting enough attention in the bedroom.
No, it's just the girl is hot.
They could literally cheat
because the girl is hot and come back
just to
home.
get one off and
But
think nothing of it. Think they don't have to be in love with that other person. They're not technically out. They didn't fall out of love with their wife. They can be in love with their wife or significant. Let's just say significant other, because I keep using all these. Yeah, so they can be like so deeply in love with their significant other, right, and still cheat. Think nothing of that,
right,
and just move on. But now women, on the other hand, are the complete opposite. Women. Well, it's not even that they catch feelings. It's beforehand. Their thought process is, well, I hold so much resentment because he doesn't give me the attention. So they're seeking that attention. If you're not going to provide it, they will get it elsewhere. They will.
True,
they will get it elsewhere. And then when
everybody.
that other guy fills the void
Right.
that they're lacking in their relationship from their significant other, then then the feelings come.
Comes to
you know
say,
what I mean?
whatever you won't do, another man will.
So
Even
that
if it's a hey, good morning text to a good night, how you doing text, someone else is going to occupy that time, and then it leads on.
And women
but men
are
get mad because women always, no matter the situation, get emotional.
right.
Men, we could do something with no thought, no hesitation, not worried about consequences.
There's no rhyme or reason for it. There's
Right,
there's
but
nothing
women-
behind it.
Women, it's always a thought. It's always, all right, I'm going to do this.
Right.
And then, yeah, you're emotionally conflicted, but you make the choice to do it. And then you throw it back like, well, if you wasn't doing this.
They kind of justify. They try to right. Yep.
Right. But it's not right.
There's something attached to it. It does not make it right.
It's
No,
not
it's not. But as men, we need to step up and realize that women need attention. Our women need attention, and we need to provide that. Because if we're not,
And
then
vice
I'm telling you
versa.
right now, it's
And
not.
vice versa. Women need, if you feel as though you got a man who loves certain shit, step it up. Dress a certain way that you know he looks for. Be more appealing if you think his attention is strained elsewhere.
Speaking of which, so last night I'm scrolling through on Facebook, and I see a post, and it was literally it breaks down exactly what we're talking about here. I don't know if you've seen this.
I've seen it. Men
So
never,
there's a picture of a guy, right? He's over a cliff, and he's laying down. There's a boulder on his back. He's reaching his hand down over the cliff, holding his significant other. So his woman is holding his hand. She's dangling from the cliff. And then there's also a little cutout part in the cliff where there's a snake sticking out of it, biting her hand. Now, the man cannot see the snake biting her hand. The woman, where she is, cannot see the boulder on his back. All right? The man can't see the snake biting his wife, and the woman can't see the boulder on her husband's back. The moral of the story here is that sometimes a man can't see the pain his wife is suffering from, and a woman can't understand the pressure men feel on a day-to-day basis. So within couples, we need to learn to understand each other, more and communicate better so we can seek out the problem and turn weaknesses into strengths. And that really sums it up right there. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So,
Sure does.
so no, I don't think there's ever a valid reason to cheat. We actually have another special guest on this week's episode. You want to shout yourself out?
Yes, you can follow me at Uptown Mulu 88, abbreviate the Uptown part. And my name is Mulu Monroe. I also have a show under this umbrella called I Am Human. So you guys already know.
Yeah, she's family. She's family.
Yes.
So make sure y'all show her love and go follow the show.
Yes. Yes. And I'm
Welcome.
excited.
What is the show about? For anybody listening, just tell them what it's about.
Basically, the long story short, is basically a platform for people in all different walks of, I wouldn't say life, I would say occupation wise, like somebody that's really doing something that don't have the time to actually be normal or just be themselves.
Okay.
This is the platform for this, I'm going to throw different questions. We're going to talk about a lot of things. Anything is up for discussion. If you walk in here pissed off, what's up? Why is you pissed off? We gonna pause this shit. Hold up.
So you talk about real shit.
Yes.
Real shit. I love that. I love that.
Yes.
So everybody go tune in and check out the show. And you guys are, when do you guys?
Every Sunday
1
from
to
1
3?
to 3, yes.
Sunday 1 to 3, right before the connection. So really, you guys should just book your Sundays 1 to 5 o'clock.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Real shit.
So right now, I want your opinion. So right now, we're talking about is there ever a valid reason to cheat? Is it justifiable? And this is great because you're a woman. So I want a woman's perspective on this. What do you think?
It's never a valid reason to cheat. It's never. Like, listen, this world is based on, like, some type of outline for structure.
Okay.
Like, if God himself ain't come down here and say, make yourselves in relationships, you understand what I'm saying? This is stuff we tell each other to keep things going. You understand what I'm saying? So
right.
When a person is actually doing that act, it's not actually wrong. Because this is this person's one and only life. Who the hell is you?
So
to
you
tell
don't
them,
think it's wrong?
I said there's no valid reason.
Okay.
It is what it is.
Wait. This is a gray. We just entered a gray area here. We just entered a very gray area because I'm not clearly understanding what you're saying. So,
all right.
So
she established.
Holy
there's
shit.
no valid reason, but
you know when there's a but, it never matters what's before the but.
It can alter someone's feelings and perception of you, and it can make it a bad thing because that's what we're
brought up.
That's what we're programmed.
I think communication is very important. I think financial stress is probably one of the biggest factors in people like cheating and getting divorced and all that stuff or breaking up. And I also think what goes hand in hand with it, which leads into every situation, where people split up, is probably communication. Because if you have a problem, a lot of people hold their feelings in and they don't communicate. You should be vocal.
Let me put this out there because I just had this debate in a group I go to during the week, right? Mm-hmm. And I said, at the end of
North's got some shit to say. We got North in the building. He's got some shit to say.
Yeah.
But I was saying, like, at the end of the day, our society is not based off of the spectrum we know cheating. We even grow up, whether you're whatever religion, it doesn't matter. Cheating isn't a thing until you're married. You don't go to work, fill out an application, and they ask you, are you in a relationship? It just says, are you single, married, divorced, or widowed? You know what I mean? So,
do they have an other box in that?
No.
Okay.
No other box.
It's all about beliefs.
It's all about how you see it. Now, verbal commitment, sure. So if you feel like, someone breached your verbal contract.
Yes, let's talk about it.
You see what I'm saying? Like, a marriage is a contract. Like, at the end of the day, love is love, but marriage is a contract.
I love her enthusiasm.
Marriage is a contract. So if you breach that contract, then you can say, she cheated. But if you're not married, what did Beyonce say? You want to like it, you got to put a ring on it. Ain't no ring on that motherfucking finger. Fuck who you want to fuck. Like, I tell my girl.
That's America, though.
I tell my girl all the time. I say real shit. If you feel as though you need to get dick somewhere else, be real about it. I can't get mad if you keep it up front. I can't stop you.
One of the realest things, a chick that I talk to now, we're like great friends. We hang out and occasionally hook up.
Well, you're not.
And I'm just being real. And she's very cool, but she's open, and we talk about other people that she talks to and other people that I talk to, and that's cool. And she said when she gets married, when that day comes, she said she wants to have an open relationship. She doesn't want to know if her husband's getting pussy elsewhere. She basically she would like him to not be so open about it, but she wants him to know that he can if he feels the need. Right. And she's going to do the same. She wants an open relationship.
Spiritual level with
right.
She's guarding herself at the end. She has to survive as well.
Right.
So why even battle a battle that you're not going to win? People want to do what the fuck they want.
That goes
period.
to one thing that I recently said about somebody, like a good friend of mine's. Well, I can say it now because they're not together. My man from the money team, my man Shy. Well, like years ago, we go to a club. He meet this chick. he leave with the chick. He leave me in the club. You know what I'm saying?
You know how
I'm
that
looking
shit.
for
You
it,
know how
like,
that
what
shit
the
goes.
Right.
Fuck is he at?
You don't. He gets it. He gets the.
Yeah, he like, yo, we out. All right.
He doesn't even think twice.
Yeah,
like
he didn't think twice. So, but he leave with the chick or whatever, you know, and the one thing that I always bring up that whole situation for is I always tell people like it's no time frame on what to do or when to do it when it comes to I'm gonna make him wait, or you know what I'm saying, like I'm gonna do this first and I'm gonna do that. It's just like with your kids. Like if you have a daughter, you cannot tell your daughter when is the right time for her to have sex.
it's true.
Because technically, she's able to have sex way before.
It's her body.
Yeah, she's able.
her choice.
Right? No, I'm not saying able to
You're right,
have
right.
sex. She's able to have sex.
You can't prevent it if she wanted to.
Ideally.
Yeah, like
Just ideally.
no, I'm not talking about with her being a female. You know what I'm saying? Like she's able to have sex at a certain point of her life, and it's early.
Yeah.
But that's just not when we want them to have sex.
No, not at all.
No.
You know
Not
what
at
I'm saying? So, but the thing about it is like, okay, so if she was to ask, when? You don't know when to tell her.
I would.
No, I'm not saying.
My
of
only.
course,
My
you
only
want to say
response.
never, like,
No, I'd be like,
Well, no.
14, 15.
You
at
know-
least.
No, but
You know it's going to happen, but so here, as a father, and I'm not a father yet, but as a father, here's what I would say to that if she asked. I would say, when I feel, because she's not going to be able to tell, when I feel that you're emotionally and mentally ready for it.
right.
Not even just physically,
But the
just
thing
like, you
about
know
it
what I
is
mean?
you still
Yeah,
can't
but
give
see,
her.
this is
When
wait
she's
a minute.
mature and
Right,
responsible.
but you still can't give her an age.
You really can't.
You know what I'm
it
saying?
depends
You
on the person.
should.
You have,
No.
no, you have to because
No,
you gotta
you don't.
remember.
No, you
Interject,
can't. No,
please
no. I'm going to
interject.
tell you why
You
I
don't.
disagree.
You don't.
I agree
You
with
don't.
North because if you can't
Interject.
do that, because even if you tell her an age, she's going to rebel.
No,
Whatever you
it's
tell
not-
a kid, they will do the
she'll only
opposite.
But
rebel.
she
You
would
tell her
have in
18, she's
brain
gonna do
that
16.
If she do it
No,
beforehand,
What
it's
I'm saying
wrong.
is, look,
The whole
it's
ideal is
16,
to have
18, that's great. But you have to give them an age because by law, you know, sex really shouldn't be even a part of the conversation.
Then you have to
No, let me-
then you have to
let-
indirectly
no,
teach
let me-
that. You
let-
have to indirectly teach kids
Yeah,
because
yeah.
if you directly do it, like you can still teach them, but indirectly talk to them and educate them.
If
And
you're involved with your kids, you know,
No,
you're not
it's
one
a
of those
difference.
parents where they
I have
hate
3
you.
daughters. Well,
You
give
know
me
what I
give me
mean?
1 second because let me explain it real quick. Because all right, most people start having sex like 14 years old. You know what I'm saying?
I would say like 14 to 17. Is
yeah,
probably,
yeah. That's the age.
norm.
But I'm not going to tell my daughter
That it's okay.
at 14 you can have sex.
No.
I
Well,
just
should say that.
right. That's why I said
Hell
you can't give them. You can't give
Hell
them
You
an
wouldn't give
age.
them a statistic
Right, but-
response. You would give
Because
them
of
Because
that-
you're also
because-
not only worried
like-
about what we're
because-
talking about, you're also worried about a kid.
Because then the thing about it is when
do it at 14.
when
You
your
don't wanna
child right, but when your child like my daughter now, when I can say like I was fucking at 14, but then I look at my daughter's 14. I'm looking like you a fucking baby. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right,
you're
right,
not.
right.
You know what I'm
Listen.
saying? That's why
different.
I said it's
Let me
different. So you
interject.
going to try to shelter them for as long as you can hold
Yeah,
the
but
fuck
that's a
off.
double-bladed
Yeah, that
sword.
is.
It really is.
But that's life, though.
But-
Listen,
That's
because,
life.
Listen, you don't want to tell them. That's just you being older than them. See, you been their age. They never been yours. So,
Right.
of course, you want to share certain information. But a fatherly response, like in your brain, you would tell your child like 18. I would tell my child 18 because even if you do rebel, because once again, we're all going. Besides the fact that people is going to do what the fuck they want to do,
That's
right.
anyway.
So, but the thing about
once
it
you
is
give
when
them
you
an
put
age,
a
if you say, listen, if you say 18, regardless if they rebel or not, they know in their brain because the whole objective is to teach them right from wrong.
But I was
So
just
if
saying
they
when you
do it
grown.
before 18, they know.
I
It's
was
all
gonna say when you
it's
grown.
all about the approach.
Right.
It's all
They
about the
know it's
approach.
wrong.
Hold on.
They know it's wrong.
Right, well,
Regardless if they succeed at it or not, they know in their brain for life. They
But
gonna know.
but
If
I
kids
lost my virginity and I was wrong. They gonna always
kids
have that
don't use
program.
logic though, they use emotion. Kids don't
But
they,
that's
they're
how-
not
but
they don't
that's
know how
the
to be
thing.
logical. As
All right.
adults, when you mature, you get to a point where you're
Yeah.
logical. And kids don't know how to do
But
that.
that's the
As
objective is to
adults-
raise them
Well,
into
let's
productive
put it like this.
citizens.
Because now we're in an age where they took sexual education out of school.
Wait,
They
excuse me?
don't teach sex.
Wait, shut the fuck up.
They don't
You
have-
just said they
They've been-
took
Philadelphia
sex ed
schools,
out of
they-
school?
They took
been
sex
did that.
ed out of school.
They
So
been did
we are sex
When?
ed.
When?
Like years
This is
ago.
news to me. What do you mean years
That's
ago?
been years.
Sex ed
Yeah,
out
it
of
took sex
school?
ed.
They
They,
been did
barely
that.
even get textbooks now.
What?
So we have to teach
They
these
took-
kids
they
I'm
took-
going to
about
school. I need to see what
No,
When-
see what
you need to tell me what year they did this.
they did that years ago.
Like 5, 10 years?
It been years ago.
Bro.
They did it a year time, and I only found out like 2-3 years.
First of all,
ago.
why would they do that?
They been did that.
Yo, first
Because
of
of
all,
the,
why would
because
they do that?
I'm gonna tell you.
Well,
I'm gonna tell you.
I like where this
No, I'ma
discussion's
tell you.
going because
I'ma
I'm going to
tell
break
you.
it down after you.
I'm gonna tell you.
That's fucked
It's for
up.
the exact same
Very.
reason that what I'm saying. Because when it comes to sexual education, and you
Do you
tell
feel like it
them,
might provoke them?
right, and that's what people parents feel. And I'm gonna tell you
You
why.
still need to educate them.
No, I'm
though.
gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Because, like I said, like we know at 14 you're able to have sex. You don't want your school telling your child that you are able to have sex
So-
and giving
so
them
push-
condoms.
so push
and
sex-
shit
Because
like
not
that.
So push-
only do they say that, they tell
teach
you
you about
about the
what your
body
body and
and what
everything.
you can contract from doing them acts.
Yeah,
Right.
no, they tell you
The
all the
fuck?
pros and cons,
Yes.
and that
Right.
shit should scare the fuck out of you.
But the
they,
Yes.
so they
But
should
the
they
thing
should
about
push
it
it
is-
back.
I
They should push it
like
back.
that.
Then they
But-
should still have it, but
but you
maybe not
can't-
in ninth
But
grade.
they
No, but I'm
Maybe
just
not in
saying,
eighth
but,
grade.
but
we had ours in middle school. and
Right.
teaching
That's
them,
the- that's
Well,
what
that's why girls in our grade had fucking chlamydia.
right,
and
that's
shit.
where the problem
You know
and
what
shit
I'm
was
saying?
coming in.
Like-
There. That's exactly what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You know what I'm saying? Like
But all right, but take it like all right.
that's why we had
We were-
rumors going
wait,
around the
wait.
school like, yo, she's got chlamydia, and I'm
Wait,
like,
all right,
I ain't
but
touching her.
like,
We're
bitch, you
not-
12.
we're
She
not
12.
Philly
How
kids,
she?
though. We're not Philly kids. And
We're not.
We're not Philly kids. So Philly kids don't have the sexual education structure. The parents have to be the sexual education structure.
Why Philly? What do you why Philly? What do you mean?
Jersey still has
That
it,
should
but
happen
we-
Oh,
anyway.
Philly doesn't have sex ed, but
does.
Jersey does.
Jersey does.
Listen,
Well, that's
just 'cause
fucked up.
your kids
But they was
is in
getting
school
the-
don't mean you're not supposed to teach them.
That's
Nah,
like,
but
yo,
then-
yo.
you
If
you
you
can't
really,
teach
if you,
them.
the
You got
conspiracy
kids,
theorist in
kids,
me,
so-
the conspiracy
They
theorist in
are.
me,
No, but that's not the
really
only thing they
says
took out. They took out like the praying and all of that
yeah,
stuff too, because
the
they,
conspiracy
they take
theorist
out
in me
what they
makes.
get.
I
It's the
feel like they
backlash.
took it out
it's the backlash.
because no, I feel like the government wants us
It's
fucking
like-
up.
No, it's the backlash. They were. They,
I'm
They say-
serious,
and
like-
they say money-
That's all
they
I'm
say-
I don't trust
No,
them
they say-
motherfuckers.
no,
Like,
they say-
nah, I don't know.
Well, no,
I don't
for
trust
Philly,
that.
They save a lot of money cutting school budgets. Period.
I just found out that the FBI may or may not hack one of every 5 phone calls you make, and that freaks me out. And that's a whole other topic.
You're late.
I'm not. I'm just saying that specific fact.
Back to that though, but I'm just saying like the
Nah, that shit's been going
parents
on.
are the go between you know kids having sex or not. Like I tell
Yeah.
my kids like, look, I can't stop you and I can't make you. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, but
at the
people
same time-
different.
No,
People
because if a
different.
kid-
You're not
Yo, I'm
supposed
not-
to
I
tell
just
them-
made up my
First of
mind.
all,
I'm not
I'm
having
never
kids now.
telling my kid that I can't stop you.
Holy
No,
shit!
You can't. You're not around
No,
the kid 24/7.
But that's the thing.
You can go to school, come back pregnant.
Yeah, but this is what
Do
I'm
they
saying.
still make those chastity boxes?
That's what I say. Like you can't stop it, but
No,
when
but-
I do it my kids.
The fuck
we
I
keep-
can't.
We keep the conversation open.
The fuck I can't.
So like my girl's 13-year-old. He's
I'll handcuff my daughter to me.
learning things about himself and stuff like that. And you know, I tell him like, you know what, girls is one thing, but you suck at school, so you need to get your grades up before we even have a conversation about girls. But he loves girls, so I can't knock him. But I showed him what blue.
But a
waffle
boy
was.
conversation different though.
I know, but her mom.
Yeah.
Talk about that shit on this show.
Everybody is different. Like me, I have
But it depends on
I have
the
all
age.
daughters. I have a 5-year-old, 14, 15, and 22.
What do you tell your 5-year-old? Because you can't say the same thing.
I don't say nothing to
You
my
don't have the
5-year-old.
same conversations
You know
with a
what I'm saying?
5-year-old.
5-year-old,
Yeah.
like,
You're
make
still
sure
talking.
no
You're
one-
still
make
teaching
sure
them
one-
other
make
shit.
Yeah.
sure no one's touching
You're
your
teaching the
private.
5-year-old not to smack someone at McDonald's.
Yo,
you know
but
what I'm
the thing
saying?
about it-
No, but
but-
you gotta teach a 5-year-old to make sure no one's touching.
Nah, but right, but the thing about, let's say even with my 15 and 16-year-old, even with my 15 and 16-year-old, at this point I know like I know it's that age, but I'm not going to condone it. I'm still going to watch what they do. You still have to check in. You still have to do certain stuff because now at my age I've been there.
Yeah.
I know what it brings, but I'm not going to tell them that I can't stop you
track me
from
on
doing
that?
what you're
Yeah,
doing.
you can't.
Only thing I can do is
Monitor.
let them know that I'm solid on it.
Right.
I'm standing on what I'm saying, whether you like it or not. You know what I'm saying?
My girl, she said
Yeah.
her mom scared
Yeah,
the shit
like,
out of
fuck
her as a
That bitch
kid.
ass nigga telling you to call him in the bedroom.
Yeah.
Stop.
I tell my
No,
kids
that's
now,
why
I
shit
say-
like that. Like I see the shows like whatever you do to her, I'm gonna do to you.
Real shit.
I was like, hell yeah.
Nah, you remember?
I be telling boys that now. Listen,
remember
you
that,
going? Whatever you do to her, I'm gonna do to you.
You remember the Bad Boys movie? With,
You just
Martin
fucked me all up.
Lawrence and
Yeah.
And they did that shit to his daughter.
Right,
Like,
right.
your name is Reggie. You ever been to
Right.
jail before? You want to find out? You ever been with a man?
Yeah. Yo.
That's like some Mike Tyson
No, but
shit.
No, but when they
Like,
did it, when they did that, I was cheering. I was
Right.
like, that's like me and my homies
But that's
and
how
shit.
you're supposed to be. But like I tell my
Yeah,
kids,
you-
I got
like my
5-year-old.
daughter, she don't even go on sleepovers. We don't even let them hang out with
Right,
friends.
that-
I
but-
don't
need to
play
meet
that shit
parents.
about my daughter.
But that's you.
is
That's
what I'm
you.
saying. Like,
But listen to what you're saying. That's you knowing what it is and you preventing it for as long as you can.
I don't prevent it. I just like, look, bring them
Nah,
over.
that's what you
Tell
doing.
their mama to call me.
It's really
Because-
listen.
It's a lack of. It's not just one parent. It's not one person. It's like
It comes-
you gotta do it collectively. Like
It
you know
comes
what I mean?
down to your approach.
Yeah, then my daughter.
Because I'm just taking from my experience, like talks I would have like with my dad and shit, like as a kid, like he would like try to drill shit in my head sometimes, and like I'd rebelled and did the opposite. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
everybody
But then
is,
if
yeah.
he like approached it right, where like it was indirect, like I was still learning it, but I didn't like. He kind of tricked me. Like it didn't look like he was
Right,
trying to teach me. Then it's still stuck in my
Right,
head. That's
right.
the best way. Indirectly is the
Right.
best way to teach.
But the
your
thing
kids.
about it is, like how we say, give them an age, or you say this age. That's like with my daughter. My daughter, she got pregnant, sneaking around.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I already know this is what I did. It. I made chicks do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I coach chicks that never had sex before to have sex. I know what it is. You know what I'm saying? So
That's what men do.
that's what we do.
That's
So
what we do.
I know
but
that.
we
So,
know
no, I'm not
that you
saying.
lived your life
Right,
too.
no.
Let her live hers.
No, but the thing
He said,
about
I
it is,
coached.
no,
He
but
said, I
listen.
coached.
Well, to
But
be
look-
on both sides of the fence is hard because it's like if you were the young bull, now you're the dad. You don't
Right.
want your daughter going to that.
Right, but
You know
then
what I
we
mean?
know-
That's how you could push
It's
a person.
scary
No,
for a
no,
man,
no.
too.
Like,
It's different
curious
because
mind always wonder.
no. Let me tell you, everything that I do for my daughters is me giving them examples of how it's supposed to be. Not this shit that we did. Not because I was fucking at 14 and all that. I never said it was cool. You know what I'm saying? It's just what I was doing. So I'm not going to tell them that it was cool or act like it's okay because I did it or because I have the knowledge
learn
of
from
it.
my mistakes.
Just because you have knowledge of something doesn't mean what you was doing was right.
Was
you know
right,
what I'm saying?
right.
Like
It
my
just
daughter
helps to
went.
have a
Hold on.
father.
No, when my daughter got pregnant, she was about to come out of school, and straight A student, all these colleges, everybody wanted it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get pregnant, and when I found out, the boy trying to talk her into keeping the baby, and I went over there and I said, "Let me tell you something. It's not going to happen. We go in there in the morning, and this situation is done." You know what I'm saying? Because for one, the thing about it is, and I told her, I said, the one thing I hate about a female is the one thing that I hate is a smart, dumb chick. She didn't understand it. That means you're book smart, but you're street dumb.
Right.
Because now you sitting here at the age that you are about to go to college. He don't have no job. You don't have no job. You about to go to school. You about to
Right.
fuck your life
You don't
up.
even realize
You know what
in
I'm saying?
advance, like how far in advance that's gonna fuck
right.
you up.
So if you was gonna do what you was doing, you didn't wear protection. You didn't protect yourself to keep you out of the situation that you're in.
You're
So now
responsible.
because you got yourself in this situation, I'm going to get you out. And I'm not even going to say it didn't. It hurt me.
Yeah, I was about to ask you that.
I was
Yeah.
about to
That's
say,
hard
to
but
say,
but
like-
how
It hurt
did
me,
you
but
feel
I'm
trapped
still-
in a situation
but
that
at the-
has nothing to do with
Well, are
you.
you
It does
pro-life?
have something to
I
do
mean,
with
you
me
wanna
because that's my
oversee it,
daughter.
that's your
That's
daughter, but
right. Because
you
I
gotta
know.
let people have their own.
No. The thing about it is.
you made a wrong decision. I'm
No,
saying.
because you have to look. You have to look at it. It's like if I would have made a different decision, now her life is fucked up.
you would
beca-
think so. What if she would have still been the same?
what if? What if?
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? I'm not with the what if.
You wasn't trying to take
You know what I'm saying? Let's go off of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, you a straight A student about to go to college to do something for yourself.
And that could be a possible.
You know what I'm saying? And now you gotta be a mom. That's why I tell a lot of the females now that I come across and they act a certain way. I know why they act a certain way, because they be the ones with the kids. They had the kid at 14 and all of that. Now you had to get raised different, because now how am I beat your ass and your kid over here? You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So you get raised different. Now you forced to be an adult.
Yeah.
So now you're not getting that same discipline that you would have got if you didn't have a kid.
So
You know what I'm saying? Now you had to teach them to be an adult.
Right, now
She,
you're automatically on my level with me.
Yeah, yeah.
And you haven't gone through the experiences
haven't
to
gone
know
through-
how to
right.
be that.
Right. So now
Right.
I already know that this is going to go on with her. So now I'm going to take you out of that equation. Now you're going to learn and say, okay, now I accomplished this.
Kevin Hart
I
voice.
accomplished that.
You gonna
know what I'm
learn.
saying?
That's
Yeah,
the
you're
beauty of
going to.
knowing your children.
Right.
And
She
knowing
okay,
life.
Knowing when you know
And-
your children,
Nor-
it's
and-
best
and-
to make
is she
decisions.
okay though? That's the question.
Nah, she good. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No,
she.
Are you sure?
Nah,
You
the
know, 'cause to
thing.
do something like that for a
Nah,
female is
the
hard.
thing about it is.
The moral you trying to say is when you know your child, you know how to trump them
No,
sometimes.
I mean, but you
Yeah,
know,
but that's
as a
it. Like I
female,
said-
to
he
go
wouldn't have
through
made
that-
her make no decision.
Let me tell
if
you,
she would've-
the day that we went down there, and the thing about it is, she told my sister and asked for the money. I wouldn't have never known.
Oh.
She trumped it.
Yeah, she asked my sister. My sister, she said she didn't want me to know, so my sister said, "Okay, cool. I'll be down there in the morning and we go get it done." So my sister calling her,
So
asking her,
she was already about to do it.
yeah,
Right, so that's
Okay.
what
Yeah.
makes you feel more.
yeah. She was a.
So
was
she
gonna
wasn't
do it.
against your
But that's why I
decision.
said the guy was trying to talk her out of it, because now when my sister like, what time and where, now she's like,
God.
now she's sitting back and, then
And that's
she's making
so-
excuses and shit. Now,
Usually it's the other way around.
Right.
Right.
Most cases.
yeah,
Usually the guy's like, fuck that.
yeah.
I
But the
mean,
thing about it
that's
is,
crazy.
the thing about it is when my sister called me, she only told me because now you acting like you having second thoughts. And my sister already know I'm not going to go for it. Now I have to call him. She didn't tell him. I was just like, yeah, oh, that's what happened? Okay, cool. We over there. I go over there. What's up? I brought you this money. What you need the money for? You know what I'm saying? Now I got you in this. Now you're forced to tell me. So when I'm having a conversation with her, so now before I even get into all the other stuff, I'm asking her like about him. Where do he work? Where do he live? How old is he? Like, what's going? Well, yeah, like,
We need to know
Where does he
Yeah,
live?
as you
well,
should.
like, what's up with him? Oh no, I was just going to because his, he lived with his grandma, and they said they would help. They said they would help. What about him? Oh no, he said, do he
Would
have
it
a
be
job?
different if he was working and stuff like, or held himself.
But even like if he was in a position to where as though he could help, you can even have a different conversation. But you can't have a conversation with me when you saying he can do nothing for you. That means
Nah.
That's a done.
yeah, it's a done. Like we can't even have a second thought about the situation.
Bring a kid into a world
There's
and
nothing-
Yeah, it's nothing that
Right.
we can talk about.
It's
Like,
gonna
what do
be-
we?
it's
What
gonna
do we
be
talk
you
about
doing
now?
everything.
I'm going to be doing it. I don't have a problem with doing it, but I have a problem with doing it when I know that you shouldn't have been doing it.
Right.
That's where my problem.
That makes
come in
perfect
at.
sense.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, like when I did it, we came out. Yo, I was buying this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want these? They only $500. Come on, you want them right there? Buying it all the time because I felt bad. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I was still that age before, and even with being the guy or whatever, I probably would have tried to talk the chick out of it. You feel what I'm saying?
Loved her.
Yeah, but the thing about it is, I had to make that
choice. Yeah,
that choice because I already know I didn't want to take the chance of it fucking her life up.
Right.
You know what I'm
as long
saying?
as she's mentally and emotionally secure about the situation,
I'm
you don't
sure-
Get that
I'm
backlash 10 years later,
Reg-
Dad, that abortion fucked me up.
I'll be like, listen,
Nah.
You made me.
like I don't go. I'll be like,
oh
sometimes-
shit.
put that
Regard-
Phillips on the shelf with them fucking plaques, with them fucking
No, they're not- they're not-
Regard-
them degrees and shit. Put them
triggers
emotions on that shelf with
it
that.
triggers
I don't
a
give a
mental health
fuck.
response sometimes. Like,
Regardless,
sometimes
though,
like
here's
that.
the thing. I'm sure whatever the both of them probably don't see now will see logically in the next 15, 20 years, however
Most
long
people
it takes.
do because
They'll turn around and be like, damn, I know why he did that.
Everything that we rebel on coming up, eventually we be like, damn.
Yeah. My dad, my mom was right. You know what I mean?
Yo,
Yeah.
my kid would have been 8.
I did.
Saying dumb shit like that. I know I do.
I do.
Nah, I had the same situation to where as though when I was younger, the female that I was with, her parents made her get abortion. You know what I'm saying?
So you be thinking about this.
It fucked me up.
How old would your child be?
I
Like,
think 20 something like 20, maybe like 23, something like that.
shit.
Yeah.
Mine
Yeah, I'm
would be
saying-
like 13 right now.
Yeah, like 23. This is the world. And the thing about it is, every time I see her or talk to her, she always bring it up. Because she said it fucks with her. You know what I'm saying? And like during that time, it fucked me up because I wanted it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so, and then me not having no say so. But then as I got older, I started to realize, like, we don't have no say so anyway as a man. Because if she said she was going to get rid of it, it wasn't shit I can do about it.
That's a whole other
Yes, it
topic.
is,
Is it the
because
woman's?
that's
No,
At
but
the
it's
end of
not
the day.
his body.
It's not my
sick.
body.
It don't
It's
matter
not
who
your
body
body.
it is.
It does.
You lay
it-
down with this man. Y'all know.
No, hold on.
have to take that to court, but-
I don't-
What
I-
you gonna split the baby in half? No,
They did
that's his
that.
baby.
I believe it's both people. At the end of the day, it's both people's
Solid
decision.
baby head.
Like they have to come to some
I
kind of
think it
conclusion.
should
Like it's a
be,
compromise.
but it never is.
No
but
shit Solomon
it's
did.
hard to
I don't
say.
like
Here's what
it.
makes it hard. The woman has to give birth to that baby. and
Yeah,
that's
because
what
it's her
makes it
body.
hard.
And then at the end
She
of
has
the,
to-
at the
yeah.
end of the day, you know, a fetus
tough.
has no rights.
So listen, can I
That's
ask
a
y'all
real tough-
something? It's 3 men.
We should
sitting
talk
right
about
here,
that next
ladies
week.
and gentlemen, and they is on an interesting topic. So, is it okay for a female to just walk around freely doing whatever she wants with her body and just aborting all these babies?
No,
Fuck no.
no. Someone
I can
needs
say
to
that
get
for
into that
personal.
girl's head and tell
I can
her
say
what the
that
fuck's
for-
going
She
on.
a serial
Or,
killer.
That-
Hey yo,
Straight up. Thank you.
The fuck?
Yo, somebody had to say it. The fuck?
I'd rather that than what
Yo,
my son's mother
it's a
did.
She's
bunch
out
of
here.
running
Yo, they need to
around.
make a horror movie on her. Yo, she's out here
It's
murdering
a bunch
people.
of them running
I'd
around.
rather
Holy
that
shit.
Than what my son's mom
You know
did.
why? It's
Run
a bunch of
around,
them running
having
around?
babies,
Fuck all that.
not
Because
having
men
babies.
like y'all saying it's their body. They could do whatever they
They
want.
can.
No,
but
because no matter what we
didn't say it
do,
was right.
These
Yeah,
dirty bitches got y'all all twisted out
nah.
Some
I'd
women
rather
like
like
to
that.
like
You know
to
how many-
justify it, like
Nah, do
like
you
you
know
know
how
how
many-
girls like to eat
If I
food
was
when they're
queen and
upset.
a bitch talk about she aborted my
Don't touch
baby,
that.
bitch. I
You know how
swear
some
to
girls
God,
like to
love.
eat when they're emotional, and they start eating chocolate cake and all this crazy shit.
Babies are not
Some girls, some women, I hate to say it, but they go around and start fucking around
Yeah, that's what my
instead of
Call
eating a
that
chocolate cake.
Sex addiction.
Yeah, it is, and it's
Some
called, but
people
it's called.
can't
It's
eat
not even
chocolate
sex.
or
It's
get
meant
ice cream.
mentally.
It's this,
They're
like,
messed
oh my
up,
God,
so they're
I
like,
got
all right,
this
I just
dog.
gotta go. Like that's
Yeah, but
you. Females need
kids
to be
like-
careful
kids
with that.
like my
Please.
son don't got
I
his
had
mother.
some sex
That's all.
appeals in my time.
It's okay to sex
So
is
let
not
me
a sex is not a bad thing, but there's a major responsibility attached to it. So just be careful. That's all I'm saying. That's the best way I could put it. I'm about to flip the script. You ready for this? So, is it harder to stay faithful when you're a successful rapper? Obviously, we know it probably is,
Yes, it is.
but it doesn't have to be. And I believe it's about your morals and values as a person. And I believe, coming up as a new rapper, you don't really know but you don't know because you've never experienced it. You don't know anything until you've actually firsthand experienced it. And you don't know what you're about to get yourself into. You don't know how hard it may be.
How many successful rappers do we have started married?
Well, I'm a rapper.
I mean, there's a
Most of
couple
the time-
rappers that I look up to
Y'all-
that have
y'all
been
working up my alley.
married their whole career.
most of
damn
the
near.
most of the top artists.
I think Kendrick's been with his girl for a long time, right?
I'm saying,
You got to look like all them artists
Dealing
that
with
was
one
that was
person right
popping,
now.
like Ja, like all of them was married. LL, like all of them.
There's always
rappers.
that one female that they love, and here's the shitty part. I think that when they get money, This is really what I want to open the discussion up to. the females attach themselves because they know that you are somewhat successful now because of the money. And they get that money,
that's just-
becomes-
and then they want to
they're
run.
doing that.
And then they want to run.
Who the guy want to run?
No, the chick wants to run. She wants to attach She wants to attach herself to you
a
because now you're a
parasite.
successful rapper and you're getting all this money. And then once she figures out a little
Women
scheme
are
to get that
parasites,
money,
too.
get enough of it, she's out.
I don't
Women
know.
are parasites.
And my thing
Oh,
is
no.
for any female listeners that I have that know me personally, if you want to be my queen, I'm gonna tell you something right now. You better figure this shit out now because when the money comes, I'm not gonna know if you're really there for the right reason or not. So you better get with me now.
I'm gonna tell you.
Better figure this shit out.
That's a
I'ma
good
tell-
ass
know
what I'm saying?
announcement.
No, I'ma
You made
tell
me wanna
you-
fucking-
Because I'm a
But my
king and I'm out here trying to
application
find my
in life-
queen, and I'm not rushing it. I'm looking for that right person. But like when I do, like if she comes later in my life with all the money attached to it, like I'm not gonna know if she's there for the
Well,
right
here's
reason
the
or
thing.
not.
You should check her.
But that's
Fuck all
different.
that.
But that's different.
check her bank statement. If she
Nah.
got a couple zeros, she ain't there for you.
Nah,
No,
nah.
'cause
I'm
it
gonna
don't
tell you
have to
some
necessarily
shit.
be
Nah, I'm
that.
gonna tell you some
Rich
shit
like
for
that,
me.
That's the real issue.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you some
No.
shit.
As a rapper,
You
it's
might get
probably
a
hard to
nut-ass
find.
person
Nah,
that just
I'm-
got money like you.
I'm gonna tell you.
They
Hold on,
not
real
there for
quick.
you. They just-
I'm gonna tell you some
Let
shit
North-
from me being in the industry on the level that I was in the industry. Most people, not just the industry, like business. You with a female, that's your wife, or that's somebody you was with, and she was supportive. She was riding. She was doing what she was supposed to do. She was holding shit down. She wasn't nagging. She allowed him to do what it was that he needed to do for himself to be able to do for everybody. That's the ones that end up still with the person. The person that
Didn't Tiny do that for T.I.?
yeah, but
But
yeah,
they
yeah.
split, which sucks. I don't.
No, because the thing about it is, but it's kind of weird. They together, they ain't going nowhere, and that be the thing too. Because
Yeah, you never want to. I don't know if I trust the media or not. Like they've been loyal to each other for years. You know what I mean?
They
Still
were,
raise
they
a
were
family
separated and all of that. You know what I'm saying? But even with that, like
They still have a
no
mutual
matter
respect.
what, him as a man, no matter what he do, he's not gonna leave her and
No,
let her go.
he would never desert her.
Yeah,
No, he
he's
loves
not
her.
gonna go stray away too far.
She
from
might
her.
not even love him anymore. Like we were saying, like women are emotional, but he loves her. I know he does.
Yeah, he's not going
And
to
I
stray
respect
too
him for
far
that.
away.
Like,
Yeah, because she
Yeah.
was there through everything
Through
that
all-
he did.
Like,
Yep,
wasn't,
through
uh,
thick
You know what
and
I'm
thin,
saying?
she was there.
When
For
Is
did
it-
Amber Rose do it?
Yeah, it's like even like with the Rockefeller shit. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody that I used to meet, I was always skeptical about why they was talking.
Mm-hmm.
I just be waiting for him to say, "Well, can you tell Jay-Z?" Or you know what I'm saying? Like I wait
There
for
you
it.
go.
I used to wait
I'm
for it.
tired of it.
Yeah, I really did. I used to wait because once they mention anything about it, I'm done. Because now I feel as though that's what you was interested in from the rip.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Even if it wasn't, that's
There's
what.
like ulterior motives.
Yeah, that's the way I'm feeling.
Yep.
The best ones that you can meet is the ones who never heard of you, don't know what you do, don't know who you are. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck you got going on
Yep.
for yourself? You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? You knew they didn't give a fuck what it was that you did.
They're there for you.
Yo, when
Right.
I'm at
Not for the shit you
95,
got.
I ain't know who he
Who?
was.
Who?
Okay. When I'm at 95 North, okay, I ain't know who he was. One day, I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? Let me holler at him about this radio show, you know? Like, let me research him real quick. I said, you know what? Did I call you or did I come here? I said, you ain't loud. I called this ass out. I said, this whole time you sitting back in the cut, chilling, all humble, and I was so like
No, because the thing about it is, you know what I'm saying? Like,
trying to be invisible like you, my man.
no, it ain't even that. It's like everybody that I deal with, everybody that I work with, I try to get them to be something. I did what I did.
yeah.
I do what I do. You know what I'm saying? It's just like me, like with the Jews and all this. Like, I got all that shit. I'm not sitting around all dressed up and, you know what I'm saying? Like, so when somebody come in, they say, oh, that's the man right there. No, I'm going to be the one that look like I'm supposed to be cleaning the floor. You feel what I'm saying?
Facts.
And nobody pay me no mind. That
like
way
that.
you can be the
I
boss.
liked it, yeah.
You feel what
Because then
I'm saying?
you feel people's real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna be honest.
And
I
it
still
gives-
don't know who North is.
Well, no, can you
fact
please
that she
tell them
said that,
about
I'm like-
yourself?
I'm gonna go home and Google it. I'm like, all this time.
She
I'm
put
like,
you
all
on.
right, you just got the
95,
radio.
let them know
No,
who
you know,
is,
you know,
man.
you know what it is. It's like it was crazy because I remember when I got locked up, and you know, guys be in jail talking about, you know, I did this and I the same way I am here was the same way I was when I was in there, and people would say they was this, they was that. I had this, I had that. But anything that you did, somebody else will tell your story. You don't have to tell your story.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
It's true.
So when people started to, damn, ain't you the, didn't you the, you know what I'm saying? Like, or they see the guards, like one of the guards that worked my block happened to come in one morning and look in the cell and see me. Like, oh, what the Nah, come on, we got to talk. And that was somebody that was doing security for me on the street.
Damn.
You feel what I'm
Small
saying?
world out here.
Yeah. So, like when it came to that, it was like that was just. It goes back to what I was saying with somebody else being able to tell your story. There's always somebody that'll be able to tell your story. You know what I'm saying? I just don't go and be trying to be this and that. Now everything that I do, I would just be trying to help people. You know what I'm saying? Like
So
long
do you
as I'm.
think-
Solid.
Do you think it's like? I guess really what it comes down to is like, as a successful, just anyone in the industry, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Anyone that's successful, anyone getting money in the industry, does it make it harder to be faithful and be loyal to your significant
Yeah.
other?
The one thing about when it comes to a guy and a female, and I always just explain this in the exact same way. Like when females say, "Oh, guys, all guys is dogs," I be like, I can see that. I agree with you because the way that we move is of a dog. Like we do the same. Like my dog, my dog know he's not supposed to be sitting on my couch, my bed, none of that shit. When I'm not in the house, what do he do?
That motherfucker's sitting on.
Yeah. As soon as he hear the keys, you hear him jump and haul ass.
That's
you know what
funny
I'm saying?
as shit because I've witnessed my dog doing that.
Yeah,
You know what
but
I mean?
that's the
I'm
same-
like, you motherfucker.
Yeah, but
like,
that's the same shit that guys do. We know we're not supposed to, but as long as she's not around or whatever, nobody.
you do- but
we do dumb dog
do you
shit.
think that? I mean, and you might disagree, but do you think that there are guys that don't do that? And they're like firm on their morals and values,
everybody
and
is
they're
not
like,
the
fuck all
same.
that?
When we speak on certain shit, it's like the majority.
Right.
Like my thing, here's my thing. Look, like I could do it, right? And I have done it. But my thing is now I'm so passionate about like people's like mental health state of mind that
Yeah.
like if
cautious.
my significant other, I'm more cautious the way I move now, and it's not even no, that's a wrong choice of words because cautious would mean you would try to hide cheating more. It's more like I don't want to do that. I don't want to even get caught up in that. I'm going to do
Right.
everything in my power to prevent that from happening because I don't want to bring that other person down. Because God
Right.
forbid they find out. Now they're all fucked
but
up.
a lot of times,
And you know how women are. As
but
soon
a
as they
lot of
find out, they
times-
hold all the resentment in the world. You know
Yeah.
that's a
it's a slippery slope.
that's a slippery slope.
Yeah, but the thing about it is, like I said, like a dog, we don't think about that stuff. Now, when it comes to a female, I say females is cats because they automatically think about the stuff that we don't think about. Like a dog, when they shit, you know they shit. They shit in the middle of the floor. I know they're gonna get fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But they do it anyway. You know what I'm saying? A cat, soon as they shit, what they do? Cover that shit right up.
Yo,
You know what I'm
you
saying?
just brought up a lot. women are good.
Yeah,
women,
they-
it's
they-
easier for men to get caught. Women are fucking
Right.
good.
Well, that's why I
Best
say-
believe I promise you, she's out there cheating.
No, the thing
They
about
cheat
it
better
is,
than us.
You know
They're
what
better.
You know what I tell females?
She is.
Any female that I ever been with, I say, if you cheat, it's a wrap for you. What about if you did? I don't fuck what I did. You know what I'm saying? Fuck what I did.
All right,
Not
so-
saying that.
Because some people would argue that's a double standard.
No,
but
I'm about to tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Because a guy, and I heard y'all say it earlier, like a guy can do something with no emotional attachment.
None.
Nigga, we can
None.
trip and fall in the pussy and, you know what I'm saying, and be done with it.
Real shit.
You know what I'm saying? And be done. And we can walk away and don't give a fuck.
That reminds me of a like an old M line. He said what? She tripped, fell, landed on his dick.
But you know the thing about, you know how many times we walk away from pussy like after we get it and don't give a fuck, or be like, yo, try to put on your homie or put your homie on it. You know what I'm saying? Like females don't do that.
Nah.
One thing about females, and the reason why I said what I said is because whatever a female do, she put thought into it. So that means if you cheated on me, you put thought into cheating on me.
Right. She did it because she resents you, and that's her way of getting back.
Not even that.
She did it to spite you. She did it because she's going to fill the void that she lacks in a relationship with you.
Not even.
Just do it.
Not even that. I'm not saying. I don't give a fuck what you did it for. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you cheated, you put thought into it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for one, if you were sneaking and do it, you didn't do it to get back at me because you would have did it so I know you was doing it.
Right.
If you was sneaking, you did it.
She's
because
trying to replace something that she doesn't have with you. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like a guy, now I tell people, I was like, yo, I can get dressed right now, throw on everything, and walk from here to Center City. Not one car will pull over. Let a chick put on her pajamas and go to try to walk to the corner store, and 5, 6, 7 cars done put, yo, let me holler at you. Yo, where you going? You want me to take you out? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's different. So females, from the time that they are young, from the time from catch a girl, get a girl,
are so used to.
They used to turning down dick. You turn down dick your entire life. We don't turn down pussy our entire life. We trying to chase it to get it. We trying to convince chicks and all that shit. Like, so.
Do you think we made it that way? Because
that's life.
It's been that way.
That's life.
Why is it though? Let's get down to the bottom of it. Let's dive deep.
That's life. Because we're as a man, we like animals. Like
Is it because we seek it and the women want us to know that?
No, we pray on it. That's
like I want to know how you guys feel. I have my own thoughts, but I want to know.
It was how it's designed. Men are dominant, and then even in our societal structure, men are supposed to be on the top of the chain. So if we want it, we get it.
Men are supposed to want to mate.
Right, we're supposed to go after who. We go after who we want.
How many civil?
Just like animals.
That's like an animal.
Animals, there's no consensual sex. It's literally just like I'm going to rape you. I'm gonna fuck you right now, and you're gonna fucking enjoy it.
How many?
You know what I mean?
How many female lions are in a prop? At least 3 to 4. 1 male, 3 female lions hunting for you, and you got pups from the litter of them.
And he's fucking them all.
And then how many cultures are designed that way? Like, people come at Islam, 1 man, 6 wives. You know, and you got the Amish country, they're all polygamous. You know what I mean? It's been designed
I like that because of the fact that, for one, and this takes me back to the story I was saying about Shy. With him, the female that he met, he ended up being with, and like I started calling her my sister. You know what I'm saying? Because of the fact that people always say, like, you know, a female might tell, if I fuck you, you're not going to look at me the same way because we just met.
Oh,
like,
God.
bitch, you don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I fuck with you, I fuck with you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. It is what it is. However I feel about you when I'm done,
if you don't fuck me, I'm going to fuck someone else.
You know what I'm saying?
You better do it.
It's like, so.
You ain't going to be in my phone book anymore.
Right. So with her leaving the club and fucking him on the same night and all of that, you would have thought, like, okay, that would have been it, or it would have been on that tip. Nah, but they end up in a relation. Like, she was with him every day after that.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Like, every day. And then this one day, she said something to me that made me have a different respect for her. She said, oh, I know my man look good. I know the bitches. I know. As long as he don't bring it around me, as long as I don't see it, as long as I don't hear about it, he's good. She had the mental to where as though
she
I already
understood.
know what it is.
She
you know
already
what I'm
knows.
saying? But just don't hurt me. And a lot of guys don't understand that part.
Like you could be walking with
Yeah,
your
now-
joint and you look at a girl
And that-
your female trait, like you're not respecting the fact.
And
I'm
that
right here.
and that's the thing. You could either be dumb and get caught up in some shit,
Which is not
which
mindful at all.
men usually are,
Dogs.
or there are some men that are emotional, right?
Yeah.
And they'll try to do something to spite their woman. Like
I don't know.
that is dumb. Like
I don't give a fuck what
men
I
are not
do.
supposed to be
I-
emotional. So
Whatever I
you
do,
know,
it
got
ain't
hit with
me.
The fact that one of my baby moms was like, "You're emotionally cheating," and I'm like, "The fuck are you talking about emotionally?"
It's impossible.
cheating? And she was like, "Well, anytime you feel the need to talk to other females, this, that, and the third, and I'm right here." I said, and that made me think differently because I'm like, all right, you can in a relationship.
That's actually really deep.
emotionally treat on somebody by opening up to other people other than the one you with, but me as I
Now,
am,
females
Now
is
why?
just-
Now I'm going
Females
to
is
ask you why.
emotional
Why is
creatures.
that? Because I'll tell you why. There's a lack of communication.
Right.
You are trying to resolve something, right? That's why you go and fuck. You're trying to resolve something. She doesn't want to fix it. So it's a closed door. So you're like, all right,
She
next door.
wasn't
I'm going to
even
open up
talking-
the next door.
She wasn't even talking about fucking, like
No,
emotionally.
no, I'm gonna tell you
But
what it
there's
is.
something that
you
you're
ever had
lacking.
this problem? You ever heard this? Like, they that's emotional because. And then the thing about it is like, let's say she look at my phone and I told the chick good morning. You don't even fucking tell me good morning.
Right.
And you texting this bitch saying good morning and
Right.
good night and all that
They
shit.
hate that shit.
They hate it because now, like I said, if they would have looked and they that's why when they go on your phone, they do more than read the messages and shit like that. No. They look at the how many times, how long, how far
Everything.
do it go back? What did you say to her? They want to know, was you in a relationship? If you would have just cheated,
That's one thing.
but
Oh,
you
that
was in a whole
communication.
fucking relationship.
All that back and forth.
But
Y'all
that's
don't even see each other. The back and forth is what.
yeah, that's what kills them. 'cause-
Nah, she brings out when they're looking into that, it's like the grand jury.
Yeah.
Like
no,
they're
it's not
really
even.
like,
No, it's not even that. It's that they are hurt by the relationship. Like I said, if you
The fact
just
that there is one.
yeah, but the fact if a female can get over it quick. I just fucking look. You can have that argument and it's over. If that's all it was, if you can fight that it was nothing else, but you just fuck, she's gonna be pissed. But she's not
accept
going.
it.
Yeah, but she's not going to feel the same way if you was in a whole different relationship with her. You know what I'm saying? She's going to feel some type of way. Because for one, I'm going to give you a scenario.
she
This-
wants to be the one and only.
right. Whether you fucking or not. You know what I'm saying? You can't be in a relationship with nobody else.
Women want to feel important in your life. They want to be the one and only.
Right.
That's it.
No, no,
And
and
the one chick tell me, you need to disown your child because I need to be the first one you have a daughter with. I said, the fuck are you talking about?
shit.
They get crazy about it.
That's a little
Now,
crazy.
I'm gonna tell you, the thing about when I say females is emotional and like the way they different from us, like in a big way, and a lot of people don't notice that.
They want to be put on a
No,
pedestal.
I'm gonna give you a scenario. I'm gonna give you a scenario. What I'm saying. Say you in a relationship, you cheat, she find out, she's gonna say why, what I do, like what was going. She's gonna ask questions about you.
after she does the whole emotional breakdown, leaves.
No, that
all
is the
shit.
emotional break.
That's the first thing.
Yeah,
They're like, what's wrong with me?
yeah. She's gonna want to know why. She's gonna want to know what was the reason that you went and did it. What was I lacking? What she's gonna ask questions. Now we different. We only got one question. Did you fuck him?
Right. That's it. Did you part the Red Sea?
Right.
Did you fuck? That's all.
Because we already know the deal. Because we understand how they are.
No, we
If she
understand
fucked them, then
that
it's
she
game
fucked him
over
is
because
that she had something emotional was going on. She was either she been fucking.
we
him
can't
or-
continue what we got because you fucked him.
Yeah,
already
you
fucked
let
up.
another man put his dick in you. It's a wrap for you.
That's it.
That's the
Yeah.
double standard.
But
I mean, it's a double standard, but it's a necessary.
Nah, fuck all that.
It's our mental
Yeah.
because we can't take the thought of our woman being with another
Right.
man. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
a pride thing. It's an
our-
ego thing.
it's
Like
our
we need
mental.
to be the only one
Yeah, it's
doing
our,
that.
It's our mental.
But that's vice versa.
But it's
They
worse.
gotta be the only
It's worse for us because, like I said, it don't have to be a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause we be spazzing the fuck out like about anything that she do that she would that has something to do with another guy.
I told
Period.
my
Ladies,
girl-
don't get any funny ideas. we're not. We're
Nah,
not.
I I told my fiance, I said, any nigga you ever considered your friend, but y'all had sex, isn't your friend. She didn't learn that.
We're schooling them to the game right now.
She didn't learn that until I got locked up because she was depressed. She's like, yo, someone take me out to eat. I got some things to talk about. So they went out, or not even before they went out, he hit the inbox. You don't want to eat, you just want the D. I said,
Whoa.
See, that was the point right there. Once you had sex with somebody, they're no longer your friend.
I tell people that's why I don't play.
Very true.
I don't play. Oh, that's my best friend. That's my brother. Like that's your mom, son. Did she come out your mom or your pop? If he didn't come out of neither one of them, that shit is done. That shit is a wrap. Because most of the females that talk about somebody as their brother, that's my best friend, is somebody that they was fucking and remain cool.
Most times.
Most
For
of the
me,
time.
I do that shit all the time.
No, I'm not
because
saying-
I make
I'm-
family as
I'm
I
not-
go along, but
I'm
there
not
are
saying-
women that fuck the game up. That's my cousin.
Yeah,
Oh, my-
like fuck
Yeah, no, they
outta
try to
here.
play shit sweet.
Yeah,
like they
but-
try to be cool. You
No,
know
but
what
the
I
thing
mean?
about it is, I know people
You
that
gotta females that have a lot of guy friends. You gotta watch out for them.
Well, no, I know females that have male friends that they used to fuck with.
They better be a fucking
and they would
lesbian.
never fuck them again, and they really look at them like that's my friend.
Yeah, but they
I be
they better
looking
be a
like,
lesbian.
This nigga had his dick in you. That's a wrap. That relationship is over.
Anything before me, I can't comment on.
No, I'm talking about the ones that they try to keep around.
Oh yeah, the ones that
the friend.
Yeah.
Nah, he gotta go. You know what I'm
and
saying?
they
Like,
be in your house sitting there waiting for
yeah,
you.
fuck out of here. You know
Like,
what
if it's
I'm
not a
saying?
gay best friend, I don't want to hear it.
Him neither. He got a
In your
dick.
house waiting for you. Yeah, she
That,
said
that's
she
why I
was coming.
say. That's why I say I got this thing like there's no man in my house when I'm not there. I don't give a fuck who he is. My brother and no man in my house when I'm not there. You know what I'm saying? Because for one, I tell females
I don't like that either.
Yeah, I tell females.
that.
I said this is the thing. A guy can say he's your friend. He might look at you like that.
Let
let's
me
just
now.
say-
Let me tell you the thoughts that are deep down
Yeah.
going on in his head.
No, the thing about it
They
is
don't know that.
the thing about it is it's like okay, you looking at that's my friend. He don't look at me like that. You know what I'm saying? Like
Women don't see that.
They don't see it, so they really feel as though it's okay. Like you got the ones that, and I know because I got female friends that I know like come to the door and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I was in the shower real quick. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna go back up
Yeah,
and get
fuck
dressed.
all that.
You feel what I?
Fuck all
But
that.
the thing about it is, I know
That's the opening scene to a porn.
no,
right
but
there.
the thing about it is,
Fuck all that.
females be that comfortable with somebody that they saying doesn't look at them like that.
Right.
So they comfortable.
Yeah.
And to the guy, that could be a pass. Like, okay,
He's
you
not
want me
even-
to act on this
Nah,
right now?
He's not even going to look at it like a pass. He's going to look at it like, God damn, let me go try. Come on, you.
That's
know
what
you
I'm
been-
saying, bro.
you
Like,
been trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like, and now how you
I
going
had
to
a friend
explain
like
that to
that.
me?
I had a friend like
and
that.
if the shit and if the moment's right and the shit pops off, she might fucking engage.
Yeah, but
You know what I mean? She might not turn it down.
Yeah,
and then
she-
there you go. Something happened.
Well, he done pushed himself on her.
Shit,
Right.
I had a friend
You know what I'm
like
saying?
that.
Like, how can
Yeah,
you
man.
in my house? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Some women, and then maybe she's uncomfortable to tell him no, and she just, you know what I mean? Like, you never. I don't like that whole situation.
yeah,
I don't like
play-
the fuck
yeah, I
out of
don't-
here.
Yeah, I don't play with
Another
that.
man in my house, and I'm
Yeah,
not. Fuck all that.
He not here. I'm gonna wait for him.
Nah,
You wait for me
I'm
in
not.
your car.
Shit, I did that with my cousin once. I left my baby mom in the crib for like 5 minutes. I'm like, I'm going to the store. I'll be right back. They was talking shit. He was like, yeah, he just gonna leave you up in here like that, this, that, and the third. Then he shot his shot, and I said,
That's all it takes. 5 minutes.
I
Nah.
said I didn't think this retard would do it, but hey. I
He
said,
got
but, you,
dick.
but my first question.
You said it's your cousin?
Yeah, he was my
Damn, bro.
biological cousin. I said, well, I told my baby mom, like, well, what did you do? What did you say?
That's some.
I said, did you entertain
That's some
it?
dirtbag shit right there.
But that's why I said nobody,
blood?
brother, cousin, no man in my house when I'm not there.
Nah.
I got more trust for my friends that I meet on the street than blood happens.
Because like guys got this thing when it comes to
Facts.
pussy. Like pussy would do something to their mind. Like pussy clouds
Pussy's
the
the
shit
devil.
out of their mind.
Pussy's the devil.
Yeah,
It's the devil.
yeah,
It's the only thing that we get ourselves
Yeah.
caught up in so much bullshit
yeah,
for.
pussy. Everything that we do, I always tell people,
It's
I like
crazy,
everything
man.
that we do is for pussy.
It
The-
really
the
is.
cars we drive.
Yo,
the way we-
Hovind
the way
R.
we
Kelly said
dress.
it best. You remember the song I'm talking about, right?
Which one?
On Best of Both Worlds, I think.
That's the best track ever.
Um,
Best album ever, actually.
That's fucked up.
PUSSY.
He went through that shit. Ho was like, see you.
The power
away
of the
from me.
PUSSY.
Yeah.
That's why every motherfucker in the world dress fly.
Yeah.
You remember that? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's why we do everything. You know what I mean?
And that's the thing about it. Everything that we do,
And they know it. These women know it
they
too.
know it because the thing about it is, it's like and I tell people, I said, when we get dressed
It's a shame.
and go to the club, if I hit my guy and say, "Yo, we out," we know we going to find some bitches. That's what we going to the party for. Fuck the music. We're not going for the music.
Right.
When females go to a party, they're going to party.
Right.
They're not going
it's
to
like
look
a game.
for guys.
That's why, and it's more exciting to us because we know that it's harder, so it's more of a challenge. So we like to chase.
And that's not what
You know what I
I'm
mean?
gonna tell you. What when we get dressed for the bitches. When females get dressed, they get dressed
to compete with the girls.
To compete with the other girls
Yep.
and say, "Yeah, I'm gonna fuck these bitches up tonight." It's
Yeah.
never about the
I want
guy.
to be the baddest bitch in the
It's
building. I want
never
I want
about the
all
guy.
heads turning, rubbernecking, looking at me. You know what I
You
mean?
go home with one, you be like, God damn it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like,
That
and,
walk of shame at 3 a.m. is
like I got like we go to the club and shit, and we just like, yo,
And if
we
you get drunk enough, you might just find yourself fucking
in the club,
leaving with a dude. You know what I
Oh
mean?
shit!
It's 2018 now. Shit, you got to put it out there now. Both sides.
Some of these girls need to be careful because they think they got it all figured out, but
No, the reason why, because the thing about it is, the radio station down the hall is a gay station.
is it?
Yeah, it's a gay station, and I think I helped her start the station because she was here, and
Shout out to the gay agenda and all the gay people out there.
everybody know. The thing was, and I said it, I just got this thing to where it's like I don't have a problem with gay people,
Not at all.
not at all. I said the thing about
They're
it
cool
is
as shit.
I'm just a man, yeah. So I don't care, if somebody coming in, they gay, they talk. I know plenty of guys I sit down and have conversations with, you know what I'm saying, and we good.
Right.
But you can't be around me snapping and popping and all that
Oh,
shit.
shit.
Now we
Nah.
have a problem.
Right.
You
But
can't
don't
be.
cross that
Yeah.
boundary.
Yeah, we can't.
Psychologically, I don't understand why
Yeah,
you're doing
I can't.
that.
Yeah,
and I
that
can't.
fucks with me. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So, Benders, though that fucks with me, I was telling her I can't have that here. And realistically, that fucks the business up.
Right.
Because the thing about with guys and females, a female will go somewhere where other gay women or gay men. Once a straight man find, it be gay boys in there, they never coming back.
Nah.
It's going to have that label.
Yep.
It's just the reality of the situation. So I told her I'd rather help you build something that's for y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That way,
Their outlet.
yeah, this is your outlet.
Right. We can't be like
yeah.
We can't
But the
be
thing,
meshed.
we can't
Not yet.
coexist.
Not yet.
but that's what I'm saying. Like everything else, like
Not
she was
ever.
having shows. She was bringing the
Two different things.
she was bringing the females in, like the gay females. Like this one guy, he was gay. He was a producer. He was thorough as shit. He was cool. Like I said, he was here. We had a conversation. He was gay. I knew he was gay. Not my business.
Right.
But the thing about it is, like I said, he wasn't in here being a female. Like when you in here being a female, that's what gets to
He
me
was on
as a
some
man.
business.
He was just on some regular shit. You know
That's
what I'm
fine.
saying? So, but that's what I'm saying. If she wanted to take her show to that level, she already knew. Like that's where I draw the line at. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But getting back to her station, one day somebody was here, a female friend of mine that worked with me. She was here, and she had a daughter with her. So she was like, my friend be down at the station. I think it's down the hall. So she was like, yeah. So I was like, your friend. So she was like, yeah. I'm like, So I waited, and then I told her mom, I said, that's a gay station, right? She said, yeah. Oh, shit. You know what I'm saying? So she thought about it and shit. So I'm like, well, who is the friend? Let me find out
Damn.
before I say that he's gay.
Right.
Let me find out. So I called the owner. I called her. Yo, who is such and such? Oh, you know who it was? The one that got the show on Wednesday. Remember the people was in the hall and they looked like guys. When I said, because one day I was standing out there talking to somebody that I thought was a dude. Two of them, a whole conversation. And when they walked away, she was like, they females, full beard and everything.
That's a whole.
Yo, so she's like they females. I'm like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying?
Never knew.
So when she was saying that was their show, and I had her in the phone on speakerphone in the car with the chick mom. So she called. She like, let me call her right now. So she calling her and she has no clue on what was going on. The ones that she was with, her friend is a female, but looks straight like a dude.
Pills are crazy these days.
Be careful out there, ladies and gentlemen.
Testosterone pills they giving
I was
out.
like, yo,
Be
that was
careful
some
out there.
reverse shit because I only heard about the guys doing that to other guys. Because I remember when I was locked up, it was this somebody that was locked up, usually on my block, because I was on a drama block. They used to try to bring one on my block. You bring him on this block, we're gonna fuck him up. I'm telling you that right now. They always used to try. Still, you bring him on this block, we fucking him up. They take him off the block. This one guy one day, and it fucked me up because I was going to court the same day. It's mind you, it's 5:00 in the morning. On my way to court, we go downstairs and we look in the cell, and I look, and we like everybody that's walking past like, oh shit, what's up, shorty? Like, what you doing over here? Having a conversation. So I'm looking like, oh, all right, she must be from Pick. Maybe they bring her over to go to court. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe she missed her sheriff bus, or
If you
she was
say
the
what
only.
I think you're about to say,
Like, yeah. I'm thinking she's the only one. Maybe had to go to court from Pick, and they bring her over there to get on the sheriff bus. So
if he says,
State road.
that night, State Road. So that night, we get back from court and all that. So we on the block that night. I look up, they bringing the same person on the block. When they bring him on the block, everybody like, what the fuck? But nobody says, oh, you bring him on this block, I'm gonna fuck him up.
We was at the Creek.
But nah, I'm at CFC up. And the thing about it was, I'm gonna tell you, and this is as honest as I could ever be in my life. Like, if this nigga was on the street, he would have got me.
Facts.
First of
They do
all,
that shit.
First of all, he was like Puerto Rican or some shit. You know what I'm saying? So the hair was his hair.
Goddamn.
nah, I'm not
That's
okay with
fucked
that.
up.
I'm
You know
not
what I'm
okay.
saying? That was one.
Nah, listen, you don't want.
Real
I almost
hair.
I had a weird situation. I was in Central Jersey, and I was at some kind of club or something in the summertime, and I had a weird encounter, and I was almost shocked. I mean, I'm shocked. I was almost tricked into some shit.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like she almost got me.
yeah.
I'm
With
not
this guy
okay
that
with that. I'm not
this
okay
guy
with that.
I'm talking
Can't
about.
even say it right. Though.
No,
Nah,
this
I don't
guy-
even know what to say. Like,
this guy that I'm talking about would have
I'm so
got you.
fucked up
If
from
you
the
would have got
situation.
him in the car and you was driving and he
Oh,
would have
no.
said, leaned over and unzipped your pants.
no.
I'm
No, no,
telling
no.
you.
Voice and
Listen,
voice and
listen.
everything.
When I'm telling you that you looking at him, and when I said nobody got him off the block, because everybody was like, holy
I
shit.
swore it was a female.
Listen,
Nah,
ladies,
nah.
from now on, ladies, I'm looking for a 5 o'clock shadow. I'm looking for stubble.
At this point,
If you-
at this point, he's on our block.
Like,
So
Right.
we
He's
know-
already on the block. He
Yeah,
just-
so we know
it's a
this
nigga.
is a dude.
Right.
But holy shit, that's a dude?
Like, are y'all sure?
Nah, we looking like, everybody's looking like, he
Right, like some-
got me. I'm confused. Like, everybody was confused that he looked that much. That he looked
look,
that much like
if
a female.
if that's their choice, that's okay, whatever. But like, I don't think that's like that doesn't make me feel comfortable knowing that I could be fooled like that.
Yeah, you
I don't
can.
like that.
You
I
can.
don't like that.
And that's
Like
what
at
I'm
the
saying.
Creek, you
That
know
is
what they
so
do at the
crazy.
Creek? They put them in the whole crazy block.
That's not my choice. So I
Yeah,
don't
but they
wanna-
usually they put
They
them
put 'em
on.
on a crazy
They usually
block.
put them on. They usually take them
I
and
don't
put
know
them
what
on
they do
in
in the half.
They put him in
They try
in
not to
PC.
integrate.
They put him on PC. You know what I'm saying? Because for the most part, people are trying to do something to him.
Or
And
kill him.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? So they try to they put him in PC. But like I said, this guy, and it was just so weird because I'm sitting back watching everybody. That night he's sitting at the table, they playing spades. He's sitting at the table, he's playing spades.
The one guy that made the cut.
Yeah, he made and he's sitting there, and everybody having a conversation with him, like that's asking him
Like,
questions.
where you from? Like,
Because everybody was fucked up about this guy. You know what I'm saying? And then somebody asked him about the boyfriend. Somebody asked him about the boyfriend. And he said that he fooled the guy that he's with right now.
Damn.
But once he found out, at that point, he didn't care anymore.
Nah,
They don't do
I'm
that
good.
shit they don't do that shit on Jerry Springer.
I ain't doing that shit near show either. All right, so
I was like, holy shit.
nah, fuck all that.
I said, everybody me, I'm going like this. Let me see.
Isn't that a crime? No, but also, bro, isn't that a
Let me see.
crime?
Go like
that
that.
I'm so done, bro.
Ain't that a? Didn't they make that a crime now?
Yeah, that's a
that
crime.
you don't, if you don't open up about it from the rip.
Yeah, no,
fool
you have
someone
to.
Like 6 months later.
You have to.
'Cause
No,
it's
fuck
like,
all that.
If you tell somebody 6 months in or a year, or
I'm
2
taking you
years
for everything
later,
you're worth. Fuck all that.
If you tell a straight guy or you tell a straight female that you're not what they thought they were, and you end up dead, they not liable no more.
Yeah, that's
Because
why.
you just
because
fucked it up.
now what happened was it was this show. I don't know if y'all remember Ricky Lake.
Yeah.
It was a guy on Ricky Lake, and they used to do this thing about the secret. So they bring this guy on there, and the boy looking at him when he came out and shit. So he talking, and the boy looking at him and shit, and he told him he had a crush on him. But the boy sitting there looking, but he's looking at him like, nah, like stop, nah. Boy talking, and I'm looking at it, I was like, yo, the look that he had right now, I said he's gonna kill that boy.
Right.
That shit was on the news that week. He killed him.
Shut the fuck
Was
up.
that why she got canceled the first time?
Probably.
Did he really?
He killed him.
Holy shit.
That shit is just mind blowing.
Yeah, but it's like, yo, like, so all this time, you've been around me, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was just like Martin with the water dripping all down your body.
So look. So this is why Shu and Hendo believe that there's a gay agenda, because we didn't even want to talk about the gay agenda shit this week, but somehow they got North, they found him, they got him, and we ended up talking about this shit. The shit's real, I'm telling you. They got him. But
Out there, people.
That shit is out there.
all right, so today for
The way
today for What's the Wave? I can't breathe. We're gonna talk about damn, Diddy's ex-wife is dead.
Oh, yeah,
That's crazy.
they said that she was fighting
So
pneumonia symptoms for the past couple of weeks.
all right, so let's really dive into this real quick.
I want to know what the hell she knew. That's
I want
what I want to
I want you to lead this one for a
You
second.
want me to lead it? Well, what I've heard, apparently, there's some shit she was about to put out about Diddy, how he's bisexual. And
Okay.
it came out when they were together within the first 2 kids they had. So how he delved into the men and women phase of his career. And
I'm listening.
And I'm looking online. I'm like, I need to find that book. I need to find it, but I can't find it. So she's about to release a book, and then all of a sudden, she's dead. So, and they're saying there's no foul play right now. There's no suspicion.
Suge Knight and Easy situation.
I'm like, cause when I heard about it, I'm like, well, yeah, you can get pneumonia in a needle these days. So, and they said that she's been going for treatment for the last 3 weeks for flu-like symptoms and shit like that, which I think is weird. But what else does she know about Diddy? What else cause I can't say, I don't want to say Diddy had anything to do with it. She was we want to talk about someone who was a part of the community, who made moves, you know what I mean, who people messed with in the industry, looked up to, up-and-coming artists, you know, as a model, you know what I mean? Like, she was connected to everybody. So, and I don't know if even Diddy was cool with all of that. Honestly, you know, because if you look it up now, you look in the articles, you'll see like how many people looked up to Kim, how many people loved Kim. For her to just up and be dead over pneumonia, of all things, pneumonia, and she was about to drop a book about Diddy.
So what you're saying is, and I won't repeat it.
Play, but I don't want to. I want to avoid that. I want her to rest in peace.
I don't want to attach myself to any of that at all.
No, but as far as the reports say,
what I will say is rest in peace.
Kim
my condolences and, you know, prayers for the family, the friends, fans, anybody that's affected by this. Is definitely sad.
It is. It's sad. She was a wonderful person. She did her hell of a job raising them kids. You know, props to Diddy for the kids he put, you know, time in that wasn't his. It was Al B's kids before. So, you know, it's a wonderful family. It's just this shit really affects the hip hop industry community. It does, from Jay-Z, the Khaled, on down, even to up and coming.
What does?
Her death. Janae Monáe. She helped find Janae Monáe. The girl who sings "I Like That" now on the radio, the one who did the Prince tribute.
I don't know who that is.
You don't know who Janae Monáe is?
Never heard of her.
She's a wonderful artist. She's a hell of a singer.
Never heard of her.
She's one of those artists that is like mainstream but different. Like, she's got that vibe. Like, she helped discover her, and she's one of the top artists now. So, and it's just like she's definitely had her hand into the music industry with Diddy. So losing her is just like losing a chunk of music career right there. And it's sad. It's really sad. And I really hope it doesn't. There's no backlash later, no side stories involving Diddy somewhere.
All right. Well, we are going to wrap this topic up here. So, for the next topic today, for Spitballing, we're going to talk about what's the most irritable aspect to being a local artist.
Getting out there, number one.
So, you know, from firsthand experience, yeah, that is the most irritating thing. It's basically. So I'm going to talk. I have two things I want to bring up. I want to kind of dive deep into. The first thing is getting your name out there, especially when you're not a pro at it, and it's a whole new thing. Now, you know, what helps is having like an entrepreneurial, you know, business mind. If your mind works in a business savvy type of way, and you're able to think that way prior to entering a music industry, it will help. But it's a very different industry.
But you need to support.
The music industry in general is just there's nothing like it. It's just that's it. So the entertainment industry is kind of hard to get your name out there, to get people to trust in your product, what you're putting out there, your music, you know, your brand, to get them to buy into you and give a listen. It's tough because it's an oversaturated. Not only is it an oversaturated business and industry because there's so many new artists, you know, flooding the scene every couple years, and you know it's so watered down because a lot of them don't have the talent that we look for. So when we hear a bunch of you know, subpar artists, I would say would be the choice of words I want to use, then we start looking at, okay, so if I just went and I listened to the last 15 subpar artists, or the last 15 artists I listened to were kind of subpar, and I didn't really like their music, you're just going to assume that every other artist you come across is just going to be subpar and not up to your standards. So that's the hardest thing. And getting people to come out, you know, getting people to vibe with you and support you, like getting your family and friends on board. And I want to dive deeper into this too, getting people to come out and support you at shows. But the major thing is, what I will tell you, what I've learned just from the 2 years that I've actually been doing. I've personally been releasing music to the public for the last year and a half. Right. It's only been like a year and a half, maybe 2 years at that, and it hasn't been long. What I've learned in that short period of time is that you need a core following, and that core following is the most important. The people that support you the most should be people that know you and want to support your dream because they know how important it is. But let me tell you where that's very hard. Right. You know, to get family and friends that have known you your whole life, it's harder to get people that have known you your whole life to believe in you than it is. And it kind of doesn't make sense, but I'm going to break it down. Than people that are, you know, complete strangers, because complete strangers, they find you and they listen to you and they're like, wow, you know, there's. I hear you. I hear you. You're amazing. But the other people know you from this other person that they've known their whole lives, and they don't understand how that person could evolve into the person that you need to evolve into to be successful in this industry. They don't understand the growth. They don't have the same mindset. They don't know what goes into it. They don't know how hard you've actually worked. They don't know all the countless hours that you've spent while they were sleeping. You were up writing and beating on your craft. They don't know all the times that they don't know how much you've actually sucked before you actually grew the balls to come out and show them some of your work. They don't know how much you sucked before that and how much you've evolved, just to the point where even the first couple songs I started showing people, they weren't. I look back and laugh at those tracks now, and I showed people some stuff where I just felt comfortable enough to show them. Right. And they don't understand how much you've evolved before that.
We're talking about
and then you evolve more and more, and they see that you're talented. But they think it's more like a hobby. They don't know what you put into it. They don't know all the business that goes. They don't know everything that goes into it, right? So it's hard to make that core following.
Right.
And when you do have those people that support, it's kind of like it's half-assed. They don't understand what goes into it. Really, it just comes down to this. If you had like 5 to 10 people that always shared your stuff, that always supported, that always came out to your shows, really it comes down to maybe, you know, a good solid 3 to 5 years. And I don't want to put a time on it, but I truly believe if you had that would grow into something amazing in just a short 3 to 5 years. People don't realize that, though. They don't understand.
Well, we're talking
it's a business.
About core fan base, which is usually relatives and, you know, siblings and parents and stuff like that. It's hard because they see you as one person that they see you to be since the day you were born. Oh, he's going to be this. Now you're 16 years old and you're going this way. So to come back from this way to a bunch of people who want to see you as a lawyer, doctor, something,
right?
You know, beneficial to society and their mind, and to hear, you know, tracks, you know, they're like, all right, well, rap music, yay. You know what I mean?
They don't get it.
They won't. But just, you know, strangers out there who delve into the realm of hip hop music culture, who know the ins and outs and how tough it is to just walk up to somebody and say, here, listen to this real quick and tell me what you think. You ain't got to buy nothing, just let me know. You know, and they'll respect that, and they'll take a listen and give you their opinion and be like, you know what I could do? I could pass this on to like 6 other people. You know, they'll do that because to them, it's nothing to do that, you know, to put someone on. But to your family, they're like, well, you strayed from where we raised you to go. You know, and that's just...
And it's a gamble because they're probably scared that if you don't make it, it's embarrassing to them. It's just, I don't know. You know?
And it's probably because they feel some type of way already. And that's not your fault. You're a human being. You know, you find your way in life. You know, however you find your way in life. It's your life. You know, your parents are your parents, your family is your family. But that's not going to change. They'll, you know, hit a concert or two, you know, bring them, and they come out. They'll come around.
What's funny is they will always come around. What's funny is people wait to come around until it's too late. They wait until... So in the beginning phases of an artist, you know, when they're trying to get put on, when they're trying to, you know, popularize themselves and you know, reach a big audience, you know, they're only reaching like maybe 500 people, 1,000 people, a couple thousand people. they're trying to get their name out there, and those people that they need to help them with that
Right.
in the beginning aren't there.
So when you
They don't want to be the ones to tell other people and sell them on it, like, listen to this person.
if
But
it
then
flops, it flops.
they come later when they see the success come, and then it's like too late because you don't really need that. You're already.
It's not that. It's
you know?
like, all right, so like if all right, personalize it. If your mom, comes
I'm not just gonna say, you know what, it's okay, it's not their fault, because the thing is,
no, I'm not,
there's no animosity. You can't be what I now understand is you can't force someone to do it. If they don't want to do it, they're not going to do it. I'm not going to force someone. I'm not going to talk down on you. It just is what it is.
Sometimes
But
it's
the
not
thing
even that.
is,
sometimes it's just parents mainly want to make sure.
it's not parent.
Okay.
I'm talking about.
And
I'm
I'm
talking
just
about
saying,
parents,
It
friends.
starts with the parents,
family,
because,
anybody.
When it's family oriented and friends around that family, it all stems down to.
I have some
we wanna
family
make
and friends.
sure
I have some family and friends that really support my dream and my goals and everything that I want to do, and they support my brand and they really share it, and I do. And then I have other ones that don't so much. And then I have ones that are fake about it,
Have
and
they told you why? Like up front,
have
or
they told me why? What?
they haven't supported? Do they?
The ones that don't?
Yeah.
No, they're never going to tell you why.
Some do, because some hit you.
The
later
ones
and be
that
like,
do,
"Listen,
but
we
the
just-
ones that do tell you why, they actually do support you because they're telling you
Like,
you
this
want to
is-
know why so you can fix it. The ones that don't tell you why, it's fake. You
Right.
know what I mean? It's
They-
fake. They're
But I would never say like, because most people are the good ones. Some of them just be shaky about it. It's a different day and age now where a kid goes out to live his dream, and most parents are scared as shit because they're like, well, all right, well, this is going to be a consistent thing. What's his backup if it don't? Like, as a parent, that's your thought for your child. Is he gonna be happy? We don't want him to get into some shit. So yeah, if they do see you on Madison Square Garden one day and pop up, and they didn't pop up before, they're proud of you, but they were scared for you at first. Or a lot of people. So might got some friends out there that's like more worried on the other aspect. Well, yeah, all we need is support. That support to get us there. But that's the most agitating thing with a local artist, getting out there and getting that support. Well, fan base on top of that. And getting out there is the hardest shit. Like, how many times have you ever been walking down the street, like, I don't even see it no more, or you'll see, like, a dude with a stand for DVD, and, like, yo, check this artist out real quick. You don't even see people handing out their CDs no more. Like, now it's all digital, or, find a studio and link up that way.
But that's why the artists are getting lazier, and the industry is getting more watered down. I'm gonna be out there still.
As you should. Like I told
I'm gonna
you
be out there
earlier,
still.
you're joined
I'm gonna
to
do both.
Deezer, and you don't even know what Deezer is. I'm like, yo, your Uninhibited album is out there, hitting streaming platforms, and you don't even know.
That's crazy. But
Wait, it is crazy because you didn't know.
I don't
I'm
know
like,
what
wait,
that means, but
It's out there. Someone's putting you out there,
that's crazy.
and I'm like, wait, why is he? Does he even know that? I know it's on SoundCloud, so it might have just went from one streaming platform to another. It is just keeping you out there, so you need to put out more. And that's just any artist. Like, they just gotta, if like a real passionate local artist won't stop. Like back, like 10 years ago, you would have to hit the streets with a flyer for a show, or hit up your local businesses and leave like 5 or 6 CDs here real quick with like a little poster board or an album cover sticking out just to get the attention, or get your friends to go to certain places and start promoting you at a party. Or you might have to spend like $200 to book a venue and do a little open mic session or something like that.
You have to invest in yourself
You have to. If you
as an
don't,
artist.
you won't get to
And every artist should already know that, but you have to invest in yourself. A lot of artists, they feel entitled, like they shouldn't have to put out money for this or money for that. We all need to eat at the end of the day. People need to get paid. Yeah, some people, it's a shady industry. You got to watch out because a lot of people will try to get over on you and take more money than they should, or just take money when they shouldn't. But still, but that's, you have to invest in yourself. There's no way around that. You know, if you're not investing in yourself, you're not going to get ahead. But it's the artists that are out there every day fighting, and they're doing all kinds of stuff behind the scenes business-wise, not only just like – because some artists, they have a whole team. They have a manager. They have everything. They have everything in place, and they're smart about it, and they have everyone doing what they should, you know, on the team. And that's great. You know, I do strongly believe in a team, you know, and I'm slowly building my team. But the thing is, if you don't have a team, it's okay. But you just have to learn what to do, you know, what not to do. And you got to go hard. You got to be the man. You got to be in every situation possible and be doing everything if someone else isn't going to step up and rise to the occasion. You know, that's what I'm doing now. I'm doing everything. I'm doing the business. I'm doing you know, all the behind the scenes stuff. I'm damn near getting to the point where I don't have to rely on a single person to I've never had to rely on it. I write my music. I record my music. You know, starting to learn the engineering side of things. So I'm going to get to the point where I don't need someone to actually release music. Right. So I don't have to have anybody hold me back, and I can give my fans, you know, what they want quicker. I want to set up my own shows. I have everything that I have a bunch of goals set up for the next couple of years, but that's how you got to move, you know, so you don't have to rely on people.
The other irritating factor, and it's the only one I could think of that would be super irritating for a local artist, you know, trying to get into things, is fitting the genre or fitting the trend at that time. You know, the wave of the, you know, how everything is moving. Like
that's not irritating, because I don't agree with that. I think you should be who you are. You shouldn't fit anything because that's the sound. Because at the end of the day, that's only a fad. That stuff's gonna go.
True, but you don't.
And when that stuff's done, you're still gonna be true to yourself.
True. No one's saying not do that.
When that
you don't want to be a one-trick pony. You're gonna want to be more than just you.
You should be versatile, and that's something.
That's what I'm saying. Because a lot of local artists aren't versatile. They stick to the craft that they know.
Yeah.
And then sometimes, and the majority of it is, when you're ready to get in there and people are listening to you and you get there, and then you got the industry telling you, like, listen, look, you're the shit and everything, but right now where the money is at and what they want,
you got to learn how to adapt.
You got to. And
but you can't. But you shouldn't just, for the artists that are just producing sounds, the popular sound at the time. As soon as that sound fades out, you fade out. And that's why, that is exactly why you should be versatile. You should learn how to adapt.
As soon as that fades out, you need to put the new hot joint in.
Right.
That's when you bring yourself out like, all right, mumble rap's dead right now. Here we go. Iconic.
Right.
Iconic, right?
So
yeah.
Yeah, I always focused on being like one of the most versatile artists. That was one of my biggest goals, and I think I'm starting to come around to that. I'm starting to do a lot more. So
nowadays, it's easier coming up now as a local artist, because now we know it's, you know, if you're connected.
It is easier.
It's because now we know it's if you're connected to some form of media outlet, radio, promotion with the clubs and stuff like that, you can be heard more. People will know you better, as opposed to in the 90s where not too many people had that connection. They were like, all right, well, I'm gonna just go hook up with my mans down here, or I'm gonna just go over here. Like, no one had that.
It's easier and it's not. I'm gonna break down. It's basically a gift and a curse. The social media platforms and everything that social media does for artists today, it is easier. However, here's why it's harder. It's harder because it's more oversaturated. That has also made a bunch of young kids seeing that believe that they could do the same thing. And a bunch of them are whack. And either whack or not talented. Since now we have thousands upon thousands upon thousands of new artists popping up every day, what happens is now, you know, the people are generally not as excited to listen to all these artists.
Well, what happened to,
you know,
when,
until other people basically, they're not really excited to listen to you until other people crown you king. Other people around them, until they don't want to look for you until other people say, yo, have you heard of Shu? You know what I mean?
What was it when it was before Meek got signed, and they would be all over Philly with the cameras and shit, and Meek would start rapping and everything, and then you had Joey Jihad, Gilly, and all of them doing it, and it wasn't like they were all signed or nothing. It was just he spitting his joint over here, Gilly might retort here. A-Rab over there would say
Real
something.
rap culture.
But it was like they would go around with a little camera crew all over the city. So it'd be a different group.
That was just
You know what I mean? That was before Facebook
Yeah.
and shit like that. So it's like you don't even see that level of.
Oh no, it's there.
Well,
It's out there. It's out there. You just don't. You know why you don't
it's
see it?
not as much.
You know why? No, it's much. It's much more. Do you know why you don't see it?
'Cause it's what?
Because there's more of them, and it's watered down. The more oversaturated it gets, the more watered down it gets. You don't see certain things because now you got all these other new artists popping up in your feeds, and you don't see the important stuff. We can't. It's harder to see what we need to see because you have all the junk in between. So it's like the other good stuff, the quality stuff, the diamond in the rough. It's hiding.
Right.
Nobody knows how damn good you really are because 100 new artists came out yesterday, and the majority of them are not up to people's
or another,
standards.
Industry show came out before another American Idol. What's the other? America's Got Talent.
What happens is when things become oversaturated, the competitive nature of the game takes a dip, and when that takes a dip, it's people don't look as hard anymore. They're for the other people that are really into music like I am, they're searching deep underground for these
that's
artists.
another irritating
I'm looking
factor.
for artists all the time. Like I find underground artists from different cities. Like I found an underground artist. This was a while ago, but I want to bring him up because I've never brought his name up on the show, and I think he deserves it. There's an underground artist, one of my favorite hip hop artists. His name's Rex. Not the Rex, not the battle rap Rex. Actually, I think he did used to battle rap, but he's not. I think he spells his name Reks. All right. Rhythmatic Eternal King Supreme. I think it stands for something like that. But this man, let me tell you something. This man is a problem. And, some people won't like his style of music. He's very, very underground. He sounds like the roots of hip hop. If you like real rap, if you grew up on that 90s, early 2000s type of rap, then you'll definitely appreciate him. He can spit his ass off. But he's from like Massachusetts. I think he's from Boston. I had to find him. I had to search, and I came across him from looking, for other underground artists.
Right.
But I'll bet I've never really met another person that knows who he is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I found him because I dive deep into the shit. So unless you're diving deep into the shit, nobody's gonna find the true talent unless they're.
In Massachusetts.
Nobody's gonna find the true talent unless they're diving deep into it. That's the problem these days.
Right.
So they just see
That's
your post,
irritating in that too, like-
and they relate your post to every other post they see. They see all these other posts, and the one they click, if it's not good, they're not going to click on any of them. And that's unfortunately that's what happens. And that's how it is. That's how the industry is today. So the social media helps. It's way easier to get on put yourself on a bigger platform, but at the same time, it's tougher in a sense.
To get out there.
Exactly.
You need 100 or 200,000 followers for someone to be like, let me check him out. real
Exactly.
quick. Like how many videos they got out there right now, and they don't even well, what's this guy's name? Don't he sound better than Eminem? I be posting them like 6-4 times, cause they be really good artists and they be young, and they nobody knows who they are.
There's some quality people out there right now that we don't even know who they are, and they're better than a lot of the people you guys listen to. You just have to give people a chance. I think people have to really just take a second to find an appreciation for looking for artists again,
the next big thing,
and understanding. And I want to say this too: if you know any local artists and you support them, and you respect them, and they have a good message, and they want to. You know their goal, and you know what they're trying to build as far as a brand. Go support them. Ask them what they need. Ask them how you can help them accomplish everything that they're trying to do. Ask them, because chances are they're doing everything on their own, and it's very hard. I'm not gonna lie. It's tough. It's not easy.
There's a couple. I know a couple. One of them was female. She her stage name is Neela D, and she's got that old MC female rap vibe to her. And it's like, at first hearing it, and I'm like, I didn't really like it. Because it was like old school MC female rap. And I'm like, but the more she did it, the more she progressed with it. I was like, all right, I could dig it. I could see you on a stage in New York with your name up there in the headlights. So I don't know where she at now, but that's one artist I'll promote. Can't promote everybody though. A lot of people gotta work hard.
For our mental health topic today, I want to talk about can success make you go crazy, or is it the pressure of people?
Success makes you go crazy. Can success make you?
I
Depends
think
the level of it, I guess. How much success are we talking?
Anything can
at
make you.
one time?
This is a topic that that Hendo wanted to really discuss, and he's not really here to voice his opinion on the matter. But what I will say is, anything can make you go crazy, but really it's you letting yourself go crazy. You are in control of.
Yeah, but
if you have to be conscious of if you're taking on too much at once, if you're overwhelming yourself, you'll go crazy. Anybody.
Yeah. What was it? They actually had that topic on Empire Now this season, where one of the artists felt overwhelmed by the fame, and all she wanted to do.
I think that's what he was trying to say. So, like, if the more
to be normal, but because they kept producing something, it kept putting them back in the limelight, and her out was drugs, and then she eventually overdosed on it.
Here's what society doesn't understand. When you, as an artist, we just want to display our art because we're artists, and that's what we know how to do. It, whether it's an outlet for us or whether we're trying to help other people or, whatever, we're putting our music out there so other people can enjoy it, and possibly so we can basically take care of our families and do all the things that we've ever dreamt of. Now, the thing is, what society doesn't realize is when we get on a bigger platform and we become somewhat successful in the music industry, especially, to have the limelight on you 24/7.
It's crazy.
It's like the feeling is like being a zoo animal. You're basically having people like look at you and laugh at you and make all these remarks about you, and they're able to judge you and all these things, and just you got people up your ass, like you got everybody, the lights on you, so like everybody's like poking at you, saying whatever they please, and like what happens is that basically tears you down because there's only so much you can handle, when everybody's looking at you, and it's just not a normal comfortable feeling. Like, it's very uncomfortable. It's
because you can't, at that point of success, you're now in the limelight where now you're on that standard. You can't respond to what is being said or done. You can't. You're expected to just take it.
Of course you can
in.
respond. You can always respond within your music.
But no, you can. But like, as far as like Eminem did a song about it where like people were coming at him when he was out with Haley, trying to get an autograph. He's like, dude, I can't even take my daughter out to eat without you.
That's what I'm saying. It's unnatural. People just want to live normal lives. They want to be, because the way we think, they're not realizing, like, even like fans just in line. I'll just give you one example. Fans in line, it's got to be the best feeling for the artist. Like, you have this many people that actually give a fuck about you. They want an autograph, right? But at the end of the day, like,
get tired.
We as artists, and I haven't even reached that level of success, but I would imagine this is how it would feel, because I've heard a lot of the artists that I look up to, they've said, like, they look at the average person like, I want your life. Like, now I got to sit and I want to be there for all my fans. I want to respond, but I can't. I can't respond to everyone. I can't respond to every message. I can't sit here all day and sign autograph. It's tiring, it wears you down. Like I got shit to do. I'm a human being too. I got to worry about my mental health state. I got to worry about if I'm good. I got, I need my alone time and my me time to just break down and just,
The Eminem John Stan. the number one fan. He was at his every show, and he was like, "You was supposed to autograph my brother's drawing. We was in the snow," and he was like, "I didn't
Right.
even see you there." By the time he responded back, he was the one he just watched on the news.
Exactly.
See, it's just like
So it's like
yeah, it can drive you. It
it can drive you crazy. It's a lot. It's a
And
lot
not
to take in at
you
once.
can't prevent it. You can prevent it as best you can, but at some point, unless you have an out,
There's only so much people can handle. At the end of the day, you can control it 100%, but eventually everybody's going to reach their breaking point, and you're gonna go crazy. So
Robin Williams.
it really, what it comes down to is, I think you can't take on more than you can handle. That's what it really comes down to. We want to get so much done because life's so short, and you got a certain time frame to get all this shit done because you want to reach a point where you can just sit back and kind of enjoy the success, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Because
well,
why are you going to work your whole life and not enjoy it? You want to
some
reap
people.
the
Well,
benefits
let's
of what all the hard work that you put in to get there.
Yeah,
You want to
let's
reap the
talk-
benefits, but
let's
like
talk Eminem for a second.
you
Like,
can't-
His beginning of his career, it didn't start sober. You know, it was his addiction. That was his. You know, he was high. He was in the booth.
well, why do you think he
Everything
was?
came out.
Well, why do you think he was?
Well, his life circumstances beforehand. I can't imagine he just started.
It was that mixed with the fact that there was a lot going on he wasn't prepared to handle.
Right,
He was
so
he was taking in so much at once. He was
only
also
way-
with Dre,
But the only way he could,
who had a
keep that
huge fan base,
performance-
and he had to really just jump into something and hit the ground running.
right. But
You know what I mean?
was he on drugs before that? Was the question.
I don't know.
Like, because it's like we knew you were high. You stated
It's 5 o'clock.
We knew you were high, and we knew you stated it in your career. And I'm starting to think like you didn't start it when you hit the first LP and everything. You had to have already had that habit before you got there. But the only way you could keep the persona that even got you noticed was to keep getting high, at least for 5 albums, at least. So you know that's why when he did in his later joints, that Mockingbird song, where he was, you know, doing the "Hi, my name is Marshall" in the beginning of that video. It's like, all right, now you're sober. You see how your career went. Now you want to be normal, do shit for your kids, this, that, and the third. But you still got to acknowledge the pain that you kind of, you know, had that high life past. You know what I mean? So I think M's common ground for not going crazy was because his high point of his career was crazy. You know what I mean? And yeah, he was going through it with the fans too. Like the new song he did with Ed Sheeran, the River, on the Kamikaze album, where he was, and you could hear him talking in the on the track like, "Well, you was only with me because I was Eminem," or you know what I mean, or he was talking about how he was reacting towards certain fans at certain points of his career when he wasn't sober. You know what I mean? So it's like, it does drive you crazy. And, you know, for him, he had an outlet, and then he changed it. Now look at him. Now he wants to do more, speak on more, react to everything through his music. And some things you just can't react in your craft. And it's like, what do you do then? And I'm not going to say it's the level of success. I just think it's like, it's the people. You know, because success comes in many, many different forms. I just think it's the people.
At the end of the day,
I think it's the people that come to you through that level of success, not the success. But, you know, you could be on Jay-Z rich and still not have to deal
What do you
with
mean the people?
Well, think about it. Like, how many people do you think interact with Jay-Z during his career?
But
Not
a
too
lot of,
many.
but fuck all those people, because here's the difference. Like when you're on that bigger level, you know, it's all fake. A lot of people, you know, all the relationships that artists have, it's a lot of it's fake.
Propaganda,
It's a
publicity.
lot of fake bullshit. You know, I'm gonna take a picture with this person because it's good for the fans to see, but at the end of the day, we don't fuck with each other. Like, you would never hang out with that person. It's all
Right.
bullshit.
No, but I mean,
There's
like,
a lot of bullshit.
How many common people interact with those who they support that are on that level? Like, you don't ever see Jay-Z out there taking a snapshot. You might see him at a game in a front row seat, you know, around hundreds of regular
Yeah.
people, but you'll never see
I
him.
think that's cool that artists can be. You know who I really respect, who stays out of the media, is J. Cole. As big of an artist as he is, the world
You
knows
don't-
who J. Cole is.
but you don't
We
see
all
him.
love his music. He's great. He's phenomenal. He's
don't
very
see him
talented.
on
You don't see
TV.
him. You don't see him. He hides, man, and I love that. And I think when you get You get to a certain status. It's like megastar status. Like when you're like, because J. Cole's not there yet. He kind of is, but he's not megastar status like Eminem or Drake, right? When you get on that, it's hard to stay out of the media. You can't, because everybody's going to talk about you regardless.
Funny because he puts himself in the public. You know what I mean? Like he's
Drake.
a funny guy.
That's not what I'm saying. though. Drake does, but I'm saying.
But he's not-
But
it's
if you're
not a-
on that level, you're not going to be out of the media. You can't.
Right.
It's impossible. Like
Unless you just-
M hides well. My point being is M hides well, but he's in the media because he's too big. He can't help it.
Wow,
They're gonna talk about him regardless. Every little thing that M does,
you can't.
they're gonna turn it into something in the media. They're gonna talk about it. That man can't. He
Machine
literally,
Gun
like
Kelly
he said, he
too.
can't wipe his ass without someone standing by the bit. Like that's his life. You
But
know, it's
Jay's-
unfortunately
but
when you
Jay
get that
did
big.
it, though. Jay's not out there. Like he's another.
No, Jay's
private-
out there. Jay's
he's
out.
another-
Everybody talks about we literally. Here's my. This is gonna argue my point. Hendo and I try so hard not to talk about Drake, Jay-Z, Eminem, but yet almost damn near every episode we've brought their names up. That is the whole point.
like,
They're
as
so
far as-
big that it's so hard not to.
No.
It's so hard not. It's so hard to
about
talk
them.
about the hip hop culture without bringing their names up.
No,
That's
but
how
I
big
mean,
they
like
are.
as far as this topic, like, is it the success or the people? Jay-Z had his career, but the people aren't really in it. You know what I mean? Like he's mega superstar, but he's not on the news because of his fans, like M was. You know what I mean? Like, and you would think someone like Eminem would have totally fucking flipped his lid after several incidences with fans and shit like that. You know what I mean? Or Kanye, who punched a few reporters and camera people. He couldn't even leave a hotel without them being in. You know what I mean? Like, there are people who react to that. And Jay-Z is like,
They're
they're
human beings. They're
Right,
regular
but-
people.
but the
They have
question,
feelings
like,
too.
would you
You cage someone. Try to cage someone up. Try to cage an animal, right? And make fun of it and poke at it and fuck with it.
And see what
What's gonna happen when you let it out of that cage? It's gonna bite the shit out of you, right?
Yeah, but some people just
People are going to
do it
react.
for
They're
their craft,
human
and
beings.
Some people just don't put themselves in that limelight. But it's like the question is, you know, the people or the success is not the success. It's the people that come with it. You know what I'm saying? Like more success, more tabloids, more paparazzi.
No, because
more
it's not even the
fans.
people that come with it. It's how people treat you because of your success. It's even your friends and family that love you, that have known you your whole life, will treat you different when you're on that level. It's unfortunate, but it's the truth. If you think about it, you know, as an artist, you have to kind of mentally prepare yourself for the change that you're about to take on in your life. Like
Constant ridicule,
it's
automatic judgment.
everybody's going to assume, oh, you changed, you're different, blah blah blah. They're going to treat you different. They're going to, you know, they're going to treat you like you're looking at them like they owe you something, but you're not. You really, at the end of the day, people put you on a pedestal, and yeah, they should respect you because you make music at the end of the day, but we just want to be treated normally.
Right.
And I would imagine like Drake just wants to be treated like a normal person, but he can't because everybody looks at him like he's Drake. They don't remember Aubrey, you know, the family. I'm sure they do, but at the same time, every single second because he's all over. He's Drake.
Yeah.
He's built a brand for himself. They can't just look at you in one light anymore as Aubrey. They have to look at you as Drake and Aubrey.
No, they never
So it's
could,
hard.
'cause
You know what I
he was
mean?
an actor
They can't look as
first.
Eminem as Marshall Mathers. They have to look at you as Marshall Mathers, Eminem, Slim Shady, like everything that comes along and attached to you now. So people will treat you different based off of the brand that you built for yourself. And if you build a respectful brand, they're going to respect you, but you're really not ever going to have
Or normal.
a normal life.
Unless you just
it's a
quit,
choice you got to
unless you're
make.
Just out of it.
It's a choice you got to make. That's where it sucks. Or
If
it's
you
a lot
can
of
handle
pressure.
it, if you can handle it. You can't
Some
be
people can't
famous.
handle it. A lot of people, they end up like overdosing and killing themselves because they can't handle it.
Or they let the life consume them.
Right.
It's like, all right, now I'm famous. I gotta go to this party. I gotta dinner to this person.
And then that's what I'm saying. So they start getting overwhelmed and they take on too much because
that's the level
it's
where
not
the
natural and
success
it's not
gets to
normal. Who the fuck in their right mind, what average person do you know is getting hit up for every fucking party every day of the week and attending all of them? No, it's not normal. So imagine if you were going to a party every day, working every day, all day, constantly, because as an artist, you're constantly working. People think you have this luxurious life and you're just sitting on your ass all day, but that's not the case.
Fuck that. They would hate me.
All right.
To do where to get what?
You're doing all that, and what do you think it's doing? It's tearing you down and stressing you out.
Yeah,
You can only handle so much. You're going to lose it. So I think artists have to keep their mental health in check. This is why mental health is so important, and this is why, to talk about connecting the dots between hip hop and mental health. As an artist in general, any type of artist, any genre, you have to keep your mental health in check, and you have to understand you can't take on too much.
Well, then you got those.
Logic had an interview talking about how he took on too much for so many years, and eventually just he basically broke down. He burned himself out, and he broke down, and he went crazy for a little bit, and had like episodes where he was just like, he was on stage and he had to walk back behind stage. I've never even been on that kind of level. And not even talking just music-wise, personally in my life, I've had moments where I've worked. Like, I remember I worked for a corporation, like, back when I was 22, I believe, I started working for this company. And I worked every day for the first 2 years, minus one day. I was in the hospital one day. Every fucking day, Monday through Sunday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Every day for 2 whole years straight, without taking a day off, minus one day. I was in the hospital that one time. Other than that, I worked every day. That's a lot, okay? I burnt myself out because after that, I started picking up the pen again, doing music, and then I was working all the time, every day. It eventually got to the point where I was missing out on my personal growth and all these other things. I was literally just working, chasing the dollar bill. And I worked so much that I burnt myself out to the point where I went crazy. I broke down, and I was like, damn, like, I wasn't caught up with anything. I wasn't caught up with technology, anything going on around me, the people. I had no social life. I felt so disconnected from the world. It made me feel weird. I had to catch back up and adapt to everything. I had to make a Facebook and all that. Yeah, it was so weird, man. It was a weird, dark place. Like, I never want to feel that. So I'm blessed to have had that experience prior to being on a bigger level, because let's say I get to that bigger level and I don't know how to handle it. At least now I've already experienced that. Right. So I'll know, like, when I'm getting to that point, I'll be like, all right, I got to back off because I'm going to go nuts.
Be in a booth.
I'm blessed to have known that. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, I do it now. Like, I'm doing it, but I'm going to say I got better with being in check with my mental health. Like, I have me time now. Like, I'll have hence the reason I made the song Me Time. And that's a single that Hendo and I have coming. But yeah, it's very important. Like, you gotta keep that in mind. Like, every once in a while you need a balance in life, and you need a break. You need a fucking break. We're human. We need time to just be with ourselves and just collect our thoughts and not have noises or people around or anything, and just to relax. To soak it all in. Like, everything we've been doing, we're not a machine. And even if machines break too, you can only do so much. We're resilient, and the mind is amazing. You're able to do all kinds of shit, but the reason why we need sleep is because we need to let our mind just down and rest. You know what I mean? You need a reset. So it's very important, and it's very tough for artists. So, if you do know an artist, support them, because they do a lot of shit. It's not easy. Too much. If you truly believe in their brand and their music, and you think they could be successful with it, support them.
Stop hating on everything.
And stop hating on everything. Start helping others every day, and stomp hard on enemies. Yo, this has been a great episode. Thanks for coming up again, bro.
No problem.
You're I'm getting to the point where I'm not even gonna thank you for coming up. You're like family. You just walk in here and kick it with us anytime you want.
I hope Hendo's okay.
Everybody, please go follow me at Shoe856. That's SHOE856 on IG, YouTube, SoundCloud, everything, Twitter. Go follow Hendo at Hendo, HENDO 609_. You can go follow Eric at
Eric John Parker Sr. on Facebook, Jody Mims, Instagram, and Twitter.
And please go follow us at The Connection Radio Show. _Connection_Radio Show on Instagram. It's been a great episode. We'll see you guys next Sunday, 3 to 5 p.m. This is the connection where we connect the dots between hip hop and mental health. We out.